Hello. So, hello, all the new subscribers. Because one day we had 222 and now I've got 239. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot in YouTube land. I'm honoured. Welcome if you're new. Welcome if you're a hashtag oldie. Please like on your way in if you can, which I don't see why you can't, because I can't see who you are if you're a lurker, which I attract a lot of. And it is my 12th house transit right now. So we might attract more people that are lurking than want to say hi, and that's fine. I've got the music channel on, so I might turn that off if it's distracting me, but I feel it's going to be for delivering some of the messages. So if you're new to me, my name's Claire. Yeah, just hang around. You'll soon see if you like my vibe or not. So this is going to be a long one. Yeah, this usually takes a couple of hours, so it's why I'm starting a wee bit earlier. It's also because there's a lot of I can feel a lot of anxious, it's really horrible energy actually that I can feel in the collective. And that is often what happens to me when spirit want me to get a message out. So yeah, so I'm here as much for myself as I am for other people. So anyway, there's nobody here just now that I can see. So yeah, I'll just say hi to people when they come in. But like I say, this is more about the just churning the message out, and then yeah, you'll see my energy chill out hopefully as we go on. So yeah, the moon is in Libra. That's love and partnerships. It's the house of long-term relationships and marriage. Can be like best friends as well. Sorry, I think the neighbor is playing some kind of musical instrument. So yeah, I'm going to use a wee mixture of cards here. I might stick to the same decks for each sign. I might just mix it up. So what was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to do a wee bit of Venus and Capricorn is to do with love. So I'll do that. And then like what you value, your values, what you find beautiful, and money and career, business stuff. So I'm going to use money cards and then ones that are good for business. What else? Yeah, and then for the Mercury's communication. Mercury retrograde obviously is when communication can go a bit ski-whiff, as I like to say, or things are just delayed. It can be annoying kind of delays in communication, like somebody doesn't get the text, they don't get the WhatsApp, they don't get the email, you're just waiting around on something. It can be like traffic. I'm just kind of running through this quickly. Most people know this. Yeah, traffic stuff, anything technological really, or just like frustration, mix-ups, arguments and communication as well. It's just slow, like it slows everything down. But again, like I always say, Mercury retrograde is usually a really great time for me because I've got Mercury retrograde in my chart. So if you've got that as well, you might find that you get more done. So Mercury retrograde, no, Venus, I've wrote it down, I might confuse myself. Venus retrograde ends on Saturday actually. So I believe that's around the 29th. So, but again, it's like with anything, there's an after shadow phase, there's a pre-shadow phase, and there's a little bit of energy that's still kind of the same. So again, don't say I didn't warn you if you're old around here, I wouldn't go proposing to anyone, confessing your undying love, or getting married in Venus retrograde. Just me. Or if anybody, comes towards you with that kind of energy, I would really be discerning, because it's Venus retrograde is like Mercury retrograde, and it's not really built on the strongest of foundations, as I've just pulled surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. But I really do feel that because I'm picking up on a lot of anxious energy in the collective, I really do feel it's about when you're able to cultivate that inner peace, then nothing can really shake you. Ola from the whacked out work matrix, I'm undercover watching. Nobody rat on Michelle if you're in her matrix world. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? That's funny. So So yeah, and again, like I channeled quite an intense message earlier. I'm just wondering whether to share that on here. Or no, what I'll do is I'll put that out later. And I channeled another, couple of minute intense ones too, but a different kind of intense, and that's hilarious because when I started this, it was the Venga Boys, boom, boom, boom. Just like, how appropriate for those cards. But yeah, that was too funny. But then I channeled a message that it wasn't really funny and it was actually quite intense. So a mixed vibe going about there. But again, yeah, it's probably not probably, it's definitely with the Pluto 0 degrees Scorpio. Well, that's what will be in tomorrow for me. So I'll be in super detective mode. But that I'm going to channel the Mars and Capricorn because that's when it goes into it tomorrow. Because that's your sex sign as well. I'm going to do that tomorrow, so I might use those cards. Probably will tomorrow. So you've got that to look forward to if you want to come back to do that tomorrow. By the way, it's too funny, right? See the innuendos that Spirit keep coming out with when I'm talking about anything related to those cards or sex or anything. It's like it's quite funny because I'm not meaning it, but when I'm watching it back, I'm like, oh my god. But it's funny, so I think it's going to be entertaining around here. Aquarius season, you just don't know what you're going to get, right? You don't know what you're going to get. Look, there's a bot already. My energy is calming down already. Fucking A, highly doubt anyone here would ever find you. Yes, you never know. You never know. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so love, values, what you value, who you value, money stuff, business, and what have I wrote there? Beauty, already said that, right? So we're going to do that for every sign. Mercury retrograde, like I say, communication, really, traffic stuff, technologically stuff, and just things coming to you slowly, like just things slowing down, needing to reevaluate things, restore, rest, going over the past, all this kind. And that full moon in Cancer really was bringing up a lot of people's trauma, past life healing, past stuff. Hashtag all the feels. Mercury retrograde, that, so oh yes, that goes, so Mercury that goes into Capricorn. Is that right? Yeah, tomorrow, along with oh god, I've got all confused. Anyway, check that out for yourself. I've got all confused. I don't normally write this down. No, and then Mercury goes direct on the 3rd of February, and then we've got the new moon in Aquarius along with the year of the tiger, which tiger's my power animal, and quite a lot of other people here. And also why I've been seeing tigers so much everywhere, and lots of you have too, if you didn't know that, if you missed that bit. Let's just crack on with this. Oh yeah, the songs I heard before I came on here are quite interesting. I hadn't actually heard, but like it's a new Justin Bieber song called Ghosts, but I don't get what the fucking hell is happening in the video because he's cranking about with an older woman. So I'm like, is this meant to be his mum? And like, and her partner's gone or something. I really don't know. You'll need to see. I think it was Diane Keaton as well. I'm very confused, right? I hadn't heard it before. I hadn't saw it, and I was like, what has this got to do with it? But I feel that might be relevant to someone. It's basically, like someone's not around and keeping their memory alive. So yeah, very weird because it sounds like it's romantic when you listen to words. But then I'm thinking it was maybe about a parent dying. Who knows? But anyway, if that means something to you, you can let us know. But then it was funny because then I changed the channel and it was with the real Slim Shady, please stand up. And like I felt, I said that really serious, but Eminem, but I felt it was about kind of like the real something standing up. So again, I'm going to need to read these cards in case I don't put that wee video. So something about like people with hidden motivations and not being who they say they are, which has been a bit of a theme. And the cards I pulled earlier, right, which is weird. My hands just randomly went to them after I'd been out a walk. And sometimes that's for me, sometimes that's for the collective. And I felt it was for the collective. First, I thought, I'm just meant to share this with with my girls, and then like with my group, and then I was like, nah, like this is further afield. So then I channeled, yeah, I was getting a message and it felt important to get out there. So like I channeled it, and like I say, I'll put it out later. But it is one of those ones that's a bit draining, like it's a bit kind of karmic partnery, kind of, it's either picking up on something that's already happened or like a bit of a warning. So it did feel quite serious, like I'm being very serious, but it did seem serious to put out there. And it was more one for divine masculines, I would say. Right. So, or maybe a heads up for divine feminines. If you, and I feel you would have already got quite a lot of confirmation or things coming out of whatever. But basically, this was the gist of it, right? So, this is going all over the place. Right. So think about it, right? Would the real Slim Shady please stand up? But it was like Spirit were saying to me, would the real divine feminine please stand up? Or would the real divine masculine please stand up? Do you know what I mean? Like whatever applies. Would the real person please stand up, basically? So confusion around who is your twin flame feels like might be coming in for whoever. But then also we have dark thoughts, right? Now, dark thoughts, but then I picked up hidden motivations. And if you look at the look on this woman's face or girl's face, it doesn't really look too, it creeps me out a bit. I said that in another video. I will put, maybe I don't need to put the other video up if I'm putting this up. But and she's guarding her heart. So again, it's like a secret that nobody knows. That's what I'm kind of feeling. And again, remember, my Pluto 0 degrees is, well, it's not hitting that yet, but my 12th house is in the Libra, so it's like I can feel into this stuff, like even more so than usual. But it's like, there's kids in the background there as well. So again, what I picked up on was it was like, if this hasn't happened already, or it could have happened ages ago, it just depends, different situations for different people. But it's interesting because, again, like I always say, everybody's drawn to different people, listening to different videos, reading different written stuff. Obviously, this message needs to get out. It's in case I think they're making me say this in case I didn't put out the recorded one. So, just if this message is for you, you probably would to hear the same, but they're obviously using me to deliver the message as well, because I've seen a lot of Aries people putting out similar. And again, it's the stuff I don't like picking up on, but if it helps one person, and definitely if it helps one person not get into that situation again, and you'll see what I mean when I say it, if someone's already in that situation, then it's more just help of another kind, help of another kind. Right, so what this very much feels like, right, is somebody's in fear and dark thoughts. Again, that you could take that many ways, but it's not so great, is it? It's like fear, beating themselves up, scared of people's reactions, or trapped is what I felt, right? Like just fear energy. Hidden motivations coming from those around you. So again, this could be like in a love partnership, either present or somebody that's still trying to torment somebody that's away from them. And again, it could be because of children. Again, that is unfortunately something that goes on for a lot of people, a lot of twin flames, a lot of just people in general, doesn't it? But again, it kind of, what I was kind of picking up on is if people were still sort of sexually active, or again, it could be someone else, like it's like someone's trying to trap somebody with a pregnancy, like, or again, it could have already happened, but that is what I was feeling. And then it was like I was getting all this confirmation. It's like you need to put that out, because if that is kind of coming somebody's way, and you could kind of help it from happening again. If it's already happened to somebody, then there's nothing I could do with that. But what I was sort of saying about it was, a child is a beautiful gift from God. You know what I mean? Whatever way you want to see it. So obviously it's not the best if that has happened to somebody and it was like kind of, I don't know, through alcohol or I was about to say black magic, but yeah, kind of, your mind being warped a little bit and kind of backed in a corner. But again, I could make lots of jokes about that. But again, it takes two to tango. So if something like that's went down, it's, yeah, anyway. So again, it's going to resonate with who it needs to resonate, but it's just that was coming through quite strongly. And again, I suppose I channeled something quite nice when I was saying it was, I've helped loads of people that have been in situations like that, and particularly where it is like twin flames, it's obviously not going to be the nicest of feelings. if your twin flame has a family with someone else, but it's part of the plan, the divine plan. I want to shuffle it. It's kind of like, if that is meant to happen, then that is meant to happen. It was more, I was feeling, if that's happened recently with different sorts of people, it would make a lot of sense why I pick up on different sorts of dynamics about all this overthinking about stuff. So again, I hope it doesn't resonate, but it will resonate with someone out there. And like I said on the other video, I don't expect people are going to say that in public, but let me know in an email, or if you need to talk to somebody, I would book a session, because it felt pretty heavy. Right, anyway, I just want to pull one of these. Be true to yourself. Yeah, be true to yourself. So, but what I'm feeling is, whoever this is resonating with, you need to be true to yourself. But it was about, like, somebody isn't being honest. Yeah, forgive and forget. It's kind of like, yeah, there's just, I don't know. Again, I do know, I can feel it. But anyway, let's move on from that, right? So a creative endeavor and travel, right? So again, it's like when you put this, because it's not just going to be what I said, it could be other things. It could just be like somebody's keeping you in fear and dark thoughts and, wanting you to feel crap about yourself, for their gain. So it might not necessarily be all the juicy stuff I just mentioned, but I really do feel it is. I mean, I say I really do feel, or this could just be, of course, this happened and it's like picking up on it, and it's just like, oh yeah, that did happen to me. Witch doctor, that's interesting. That sounds terrible, but that could be like another name for a shaman. So, like, do you mean, that's what I'm doing right now? It's like I'm tuning into something. Because it's like my shamanic teacher once said to me, I've been given the gift of vision, and for a reason, to give people a heads up. So creative endeavors, what I took that to mean is like you're being guided to follow your creative endeavors, your gifts. So again, this more feels a message for the divine masculines out there, and travel. So it's like, I really do feel, you could be actually being guided to travel to another part of the world, or just travel somewhere. I mean, that could even be like round the block, whatever. It doesn't need to be far away, but it's like you're being guided to follow your passions, and kind of not allow the dark thoughts and the hidden motivations of other people hold you back. But again, this is what I mean, indecision, right? There's the Eight of Swords, like there's this kind of, and both little signs say unknown. It's like not knowing what way to go, not knowing the right thing to do. But what I'm being told is, when you do be true to yourself and you don't allow the heavy thoughts to pull you down, even if it's not the more sort of, like, say, juicy stuff that I was picking up on there, your happiness is waiting. And again, it's the 11th on the card. 11 is twin flames. The cornucopia, it's just like, that's an amazing card. It's abundance. It's like, either way, it's like when you make a decision, and I feel in that particular, if what I'm picking up on there for someone is, again, and I saw people channeling similar messages here, it would just be about kind of, rather leaving yourself stuck or kind of beating yourself down. It's like, yeah, I feel it's like, it's not feeling like that is an absolute deal breaker for the twin flame journey. And I just want to be clear here. It's kind of like, I'd imagine that wouldn't be the most of ideal, well, it definitely wouldn't be the most of ideal situations for people. But if it's kind of one of these situations where a relationship was already over, and definitely if somebody's been, well, actually, oh wow, realizations live. I've just realized when I channeled about in that film, so I'm going to need to timestamp this because this is like just done the message from earlier. When I was saying about that film, remember 40 Days and 40 Nights, when I was like, that's so wrong. Like in that film, when the girl basically, he's tied because he's waiting on the other one with the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Waiting on the other one coming round at midnight, so that, yeah, there was a bet and everything. And then the dark one, the dark kind of, like the one that he was engaged to, that was a total bitch, like, hot, but like, bitch, basically like a karmic partner. Like, she comes round and she has her way with him. But then if you think about it, that's kind of now but that I'm kind of feeling into that in another way, because I was saying that's really wrong. Like if that's basically rape. But I'm not saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's like, I'm not saying it's that. Fucking hell. Please don't make me picking up and shit like that. But what I'm saying is it's like somebody trapping somebody. Because then I think the girl comes and then thinks that they've been at it or something and, you know, gets the wrong end of the stick. Oh God, see what I mean? The innuendos. They're just adding a bit of humor because this is heavy. But what I'm saying is it's kind of like, it's different if people are happy and then that happens, and it's definitely if it's planned, because they'll definitely, but if that goes on and it was to trap somebody to think that you can control them, I mean, surely I point out that is like so fucked up, it's not even funny. And then it would keep the divine masculine and, you know, what I would call black magic, dark stuff, you know what I mean, just kind of feeling like crap and keeping them away from the real one. Interesting. I'm glad I've done it again, because this was probably channeled, I wouldn't say better, but yeah, in a different way than how I'd done it earlier. So again, that is absolutely not going to be for everyone. And but I'd imagine, because like I say, there's half and half. There's half guys watching this and there's half women that I can see from the stats. So I'm honoured if I'm channeling a message for a guy to just be careful there. Surrender comparison with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Surrender to setting limits. It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Fucking hell. So I don't know what the other one's about. Well, I suppose it's about not comparing yourself to other people, whatever way you want to take that. But it's also, that is about say no. So again, that's only going to be a heads up for the people aren't in that situ. But anyway, right, let's move on now. Right, let's clear the energy, because again, that was pretty heavy shit. And it, like I say, I've helped people through. I've helped people through challenge and stuff like that. Right, so I'm glad to see you made it. Made my day. Peeps be crazy up in here, but I'm staying in the present. Good. Right. Age gap. Oh yeah, I'm a total cougar. No, but this wasn't, if you're talking, that video wasn't like that, Michelle. It was like, because at first I'm like, are they trying to say that he's cutting about with her? Because like, serious age gap, you know. And then I was thinking, that's really coming from the Matrix, Michelle. I know you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's trying to put in all of their weird shit out there, because that is like, that's a massive age gap. Anyway, a bit like all the stuff that goes on in the new Sex in the City. I mean, there's just so many woke, and again, woke, I don't like the word woke because it's like fake spiritual awakening. But yeah, all the shit they've tried to shove into that, I was like, are you actually fucking kidding me? Like, it's like they're trying to shove all this fucked up shit down our throats. Anyway, let's move on. But yeah, that was it was strange because I just caught it before I came on. It's more, I would say it's the ghost of somebody, you know, like keeping the memory of somebody alive that's not actually in your life. I'll need to listen to that again, maybe look at the lyrics. But it was just funny. But it might actually be to mention the Eve cat thing. Who cares? Who cares? Who knows? Who cares? But who cares? Yeah, maybe who cares about age gaps too? Love is love. But that age gap was quite significant there. So anyway, each to their own. Right, how funny. Right, let's crack on with this, right? Because like I say, I really, wait a minute. I don't like things like that, because it's just like, you wouldn't like to think that people do that to people. But there are some crazy mofos out there that do that. So and it's just, I suppose the message really is there that no matter how shit somebody feels, for whatever reason, it might not even be the things that I've picked up on. Well, it won't be for everyone, because some people are past the age of childbearing around here. So, but well, I suppose that wouldn't go for the men though, would it? But it's kind of like, no matter how bad you think it is a situation that you can't come forward to your twin flame, if it's your real twin flame, like that's why the Eminem song, it's I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but it's kind of like I said in the video earlier, it's not like other connections, it's a spiritual connection. And yeah, there is a lot of love there for that person, but there's more kind of, you want that person to be happy. And if the person's trapped in dark thoughts and fear, and it might not even necessarily be about that, it's the other person just wouldn't want that. There we go. Right. Okay, so got it unclear. Have lurkers here. Holla at you later. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Right, so let's go into Aries and business to pull away from. I know why Spirit made me do that in case I didn't end up posting that message, and I'd never forgive myself if well, how would I know? But again, I would. They would make me feel guilty as fuck, basically, is what I'm saying. Right. So at least I know I can put that out there, and it'll give a heads up to the guys out there that I've maybe got crazies. Sorry for calling them crazies, but again, if anybody's doing that to anyone, it is crazy. Like, so, right. But it happens. Right, so what do we need to know for Aries? Can I see? No, I can't. How annoying. I can't timestamp. I'll have to watch it afterwards. So, what do we need to know about Aries for Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde? Or just whenever you find this. And I'm starting this at, I might get a bit too hot in here. Anyway, right, so I think I'll turn that. If my cheeks start going bright red, I will go and turn it down. I have no idea how long I was saying that. Was I saying that for about 45 minutes? I do feel better though, you see. So it's like it's starting to dissipate now. Right, so this is why I need to do a journey to help people, situations like karmic situations, and not of that, of any kind of situation where like past lovers, present lovers, family, friends, business have got a karmic sort of hold over you. That's what I'm feeling I need to do. I'll do that after this. Right, so for business, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, could be any of your planets really, whatever resonates. Any of these could resonate with anyone because we all have a little bit of everything in our charts. What do we need to know about money for the Aries placements? I'm going to set a bit of a timer. 50 minutes is too long each sign, isn't it? Let's set a 10-minute timer. There we go. Right, so if you're not shy, say hello. Unless you're like, holy shit, that was my message. How the hell did Claire know that? And I'd be like, well, they dropped it into my consciousness. And I was like, I don't want these ones. Like, don't give me shit. Like, Starlight, are you kidding me? Right, listen to it. If you don't know this song, in fact, no, just they might get me. I'm not allowed to do that. That is important, and I've no idea why, but I don't know if I said this before, right? But one of my best friends gave me a candle that was called Starlight. It's in my room right now, right? That song was from when I was younger. Starlight, who's it again? But it's like, you know, Starlight, and it's the Superman Lovers, Starlight. So you need to listen to it. Again, don't particularly feel the words are significant. I can't remember what it says. I think it just says the same thing over and over again. But you might want to look at the lyrics, it might be important, but I more just feel that word starlight is important for something. Because I was given that candle, and then I heard that song when I was walking on the beach last week, and it felt significant. I suppose I'm on Aries, so this must be significant for Aries or whoever. Oh, and I'm Aries, and I was given the candle, but that's not always a thing. But there's something about that. There is really something about that word, or it could be, you know, like the star and tarot about hope and healing. But I really do feel, it feels like it Again, that's giving it. I'm not even. Anyway, I've been pulled to a star in my room, all the stars in my room, and I've got star things. And again, I feel it's about particularly when it comes to twin flames, like you are very like healing for your twin flame. Again, it works both ways, but I'm more seeing this as like, you are like, your light is helping your twin, basically. So whether that is that they consciously realize that, or because you're in their lives or whatever, or in some sort of other way, or whether it's just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you don't know who they are either. It's like your light is healing them. So because I feel divine masculine is not in a great place, the collective that I'm picking up on. So that's what I feel that is about, for whatever reason. And it's just this indecision. It's just this indecision feeling that keeps coming through. But again, that card is about you're trapped in your thoughts, and you don't need to be as trapped as what you're keeping yourself, no matter how bad it is, because the cornucopia, the good stuff is on the other side of that when you free yourself. That might have been on the other one as well. Anyway, so but that's just really significant that came out. Declutter. When you declutter your life. So this is Aries placements, but that message just wanted to come in because that came on there. And they're drawing me, there's a wee fairy down there with a star as well. So again, I need to know why that's significant. There was something else, starlight. I don't know what else can mean. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away your clutter from your living and workspace. That Aries, this makes sense. Venus Aries as well. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So again, so interesting, because like I say, they make me use my own stuff or clients anonymously, or themes to get a point across. But because I am Aries with Venus and Aries, this is all stuff that I've been getting guided to do. Just declutter. Definitely declutter the schedule. I was even saying to the girls in my group today, although I was like, oh, I feel this, other people need to know this, and like, look what I'm doing here as well on my day off. It's that kind of like, mine is always the balance in work and play, because I love my work so much, because my work's online. And it's like, oh, when I've got a spare time, I'm like, oh, I'll jump on and give a message. But like, I really worked hard all weekend to not do that. And so although I put out these wee shorts, like, I didn't do a message Saturday or Sunday there, did I? So that's, again, and that's good, because, the weekends are meant to be mine. But again, I probably will do Sunday, Soul Fam Sunday kind of, but you know what I mean? It was like, so I really do feel Aries placements that resonates with this. Just make sure you're doing the same. Like, just make sure that you've got time for yourself in your life where you need it. And whenever you're feeling weighed down, bogged down, perhaps you're the person that is being quite indecisive or procrastinating, make sure that you haven't got a whole load of stuff around you, like whether it's physical, mental, literal clutter, emotional clutter. Like, make sure that you're taking the time to be still and really tune into your feelings and be like, right, what is it my guides are trying to tell me? Like, what is it my soul's trying to tell me? Like, what is it that I'm being weighed down by? Or is it more obvious, like it is literal stuff around you that you need to get rid of? Is it people that are around you that aren't good for you anymore? Right, so I'm going to resist pulling another one of those cards, and I'm going to pull one of these now. So anything about business for whoever, or creative endeavors, because remember that was the card for that message at the start. And I'll timestamp it when I watch it back, probably not till tomorrow because this will be long. What do we need to know? Sometimes these ones stump me. Get back to elemental. So to me, that basically means like spend time in nature, because the elementals are like the fairies, the trees. I really do feel that's about bringing in this feeling of lightness, is what I just heard there. And that's interesting because I mentioned the fairy with the little, it's like a little star wand. But I really do feel like, spending some time in nature is really going to help you. So perhaps it's like, that's interesting, but it's like, I'm feeling like it's about particularly those of you, work orientated. It's like, I feel a lot of your ideas, your downloads could come in through walking in nature. I know that that's definitely the case for me. I'm always like making voice notes or writing things down as I'm out on a walk. So I really do feel that people resonating this will be the same. So just make sure that you are actually taking note of that and not just letting it slip off. It's like when you wake up in the morning, like depending on how important I feel the message is, like this morning I woke up with like a crazy, it was just like such a real dream. That I just recorded a voice note. Now I hardly ever go back and listen to these, but you never know. Like what I might be like, oh yeah, we're going to listen to that. Because sometimes it's ideas for courses, sometimes it's, you know, a message for soul control. Chocolate, I have no idea what that is, but that's interesting. Soul control just came on the TV. You've got control over your soul, or your soul knows the way. Because I'm talking about dreams. And yeah, because it was when I think about the ins and outs in my dream, it was like I don't want to tell my dream. It's I'm just trying to think of the themes. I can tell the themes. It was basically like something happening and then waking up before you get the answer. So it's quite annoying actually. But but do you know what I mean? It's like just pay attention to your dreams because your soul knows the way and it's trying to tell you in your dreams. That's what I feel they're trying to say. In the flow with money. And I feel like when you follow what's fun, when you do what lights you up, that's where the money comes in. I'm going to have to turn that heater off or I'm going to be so far too hot, and I've got like a trampy vest on under this, so I'm keeping my cozy. It feels like a Mother Mary jumper because it's like light baby pink colours. And I don't wear these trousers outside. If you saw my trousers, by the way, they're just cute little jammy bottom kind of comfy things. Right, anyway, so not that anyone would really care, I think. Hello, Charlotte, how are you? Only brief as I got a call at 7:30. Oh, that's all right. I'm channeling messages for all the signs anyway, so I'm not stopping to chat too much anyway. But if I catch people saying things, I will say hello. How are you doing? Right, I've only got a minute left, so clearly 10 minutes isn't going to be enough. I could, fuck's sake. I'm going to be here forever if I'm spending that long. Right. We've got chanting. So again, I feel that could be listening to some kind of spiritual music, for lack of a better word, or something that really connects you with your soul, because that would be the theme. Would be beneficial at this time. Again, I just feel it's all these messages about, because Venus and Capricorn is about commitment, it's about serious stuff. When we're talking about love, it's about long-term stuff. It's like when I've spoke about, it's not people that are interested in kind of like a short-term thing or like a one-night stand. It's kind of like, I feel Aries placements are, are really focused on that soul kind of love. Yeah. And positive affirmations. Yeah. And again, if you're not interested in the romantic aspect of connecting with people, it's about spending that time on yourself, like on what lights you up. Yeah. Anyway, so lovely to see you though. Thank you. Shit, that's 10 minutes. Right, I'm going to do a stopwatch and see how far I go over this, because it's going to take forever. What else do we need to know? Right, so what do we need to know about love now? Because let's face it, I think that's why people come. Well, it's not. It isn't why people used to watch me before. Well, it probably was, but we're Libra Moon, so that's what it's going to be. The juicy ones. But please don't make it like the ones that I've done at the start of this, because I can't. They're draining. They're absolutely draining to deliver. I'm sending all my love to anybody that is caught up in that fuckery. Right, so observe. Again, step back, detach, observe, and just breathe. Just breathe. Interesting. Especially because we're tuning in at that. Right, so let's put these here. I'll put them there because they're timing. Right. No, this is fine actually. These messages don't need to take long. So very soon. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So there's this kind of theme going on in love of, if you are single and you're wanting to call that in, have you actually put it out there to spirit, universe, source, sorry, The way people are dancing in this video is hilarious. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, having, like, if you think about it, like having fun, like, have you actually put out your letter to the universe, or, you know, have you actually made it clear to yourself what kind of qualities you want in a person? You know, this is, I suppose, for people that don't know who, when we're talking about twin flames, you don't know who your twin flame is, because if you know who your twin flame is, they will be the qualities you want in a person. But this, so it's kind of like, you know, but you need to decide what is you want so that it comes to you. So I just keep laughing about a memory when I wrote something like that, and then somebody was like, well, yeah, that would be a start. Interesting. Right. So tested. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Again, yeah, I really do feel Aries sun, moon, rising, Venus, you're being tested, your resilience. And again, because I am Aries, I'm thinking a few things that have happened in the last week that have really tested my resilience, my strength, things that actually could have either made me angry or got me upset or that, and they just didn't. You know what I mean? And it's just because of where I am on my spiritual journey. Yeah, 1111. 1111 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolizes the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. And again, like, say, I'm like anyone, when I feel rocked by things and people trying to, dark energies trying to fuck with me, I just feel, yeah, my twin flames love around me as well. You don't need to have them physically around you to feel that. Right, so, and aren't they lucky that they feel my love around them if they've tuned into it? Right, so many people feel my energy around them. My energy is very fiercely protective. So again, if you are ever in a difficult time and you're part of the soul family, and you feel you've got a good connection with me, and you're, yeah, calling your own power animals. But again, if you feel like mines are going to protect you or help you, then I don't mind you calling on them. You know what I mean? I might start telling people not to do that if I feel it too intense, but many of you have done that, and it's really quite amazing, the things that have happened for people. Right, so we've got secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Yeah, so again, that feels very heart chakra. This is just about, when I've channeled that before, let's get to those other messages. People masking their real feelings, yeah. And that would be twin flames, yeah. And it would be on both sides at various points. And it certainly wouldn't be helpful if one was masking their feelings and the other one was being more honest, because it would be vice versa. Or if you were both not showing your feelings at the same time, that wouldn't be helpful either. But again, it's just all meant to be, you know what I mean? Like I always say, right person, wrong timing. Right, so what are the wee messages? How far have we over? Oh, 444, they drew me to 444. You speak to me through music. This came through on the little shorts, by the way. So again, I really do feel that whoever this is connecting for, you'll get messages through music. They'll just come on at significant times. The same songs will come to you, lyrics from songs that you maybe don't even like or you didn't know. So just pay attention to that. It will happen to you and it will happen to them. And actually, what I would suggest is, when you do come into contact with your twin flame, whether you know who they are or you don't, I would actually probably suggest like getting them to send you a song and seeing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same ones that you connect with or whatever. That would be something that you could do. But yeah, that's my clients do that all the time. And sometimes I like it because my clients will send me songs and I'm like, oh, that's meaningful to me. So, right, what else have we got here? I wish things could be different. Again, yeah, so that feels like it could be picking up on some of the intense situations. I lost myself for a little while. Right, so we're going to stop there because it's too addictive. But again, it's like, that feels like somebody is trying to run away from their feelings. You came closer than anyone. That one comes up all the time. And again, it's just about acknowledging that, like a lot of divine masculines in particular, but divine feminines as well, don't really let anyone in that close. So they could have been in lots of different relationships, but you'll not really get in as close as what your twin flame has if you've met them. Right, so let's end it with this. Not too bad, but 15 minutes on everything. I might have to take the jumper off and flash the old vest because it's getting too hot in here. Maybe it's because I'm channeling these messages. So, right, what do we need to know? I didn't do a timing one. Now, these sometimes give timing or they just give a random message, which is no. Right, so again, that's so interesting because that came out on the shorts. And what I felt it was about was somebody not feeling good enough, basically, or not feeling that they've got their shit together and therefore they can't go forward with something, or when it would be twin flames, they can't talk to you until they sort stuff out. See, I just shuffled and no came out again. But what the message is from Spirit is just make the decision that you can communicate clearly, definitely communicate clearly what is going on. Because it's Mercury retrograde, you don't want to create confusion. Again, where possible, I would suggest people actually talk in person to avoid confusion and arguments and everything. But shit, that's an obviously important message coming through there. Right, so right, let's move on to Taurus now. Oh, fucking hell, where have I put that deck? There it is. Right, so Taurus. I'm going to try and speed up. Right, listen, I'm not biased, right? But I can't spend 15 minutes on each sign. I'll be here forever and a day. So I'm going to try and some of them will be quicker, some of them won't be, and some won't be. And it's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm not taking the jumper off yet because I like this jumper, but I'm getting quite hot. I forgot to get quite hot when I channel as well. Right, so clearing the energy of Aries energy. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Looking forward to catching up later. Thank you, Charlotte. That's nice to hear that. What do you need to know for the Taurus placements? I'm not going to keep saying for Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde. It's just for when you watch this. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to you, your aid, only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking, shit, sorry, but for the Aries, I've just realised that's starlight because they're pulling me to star again. I feel it's about the North Node moving into Taurus. So it's about, follow your North Star. And I feel for twin flames, it's definitely about your twin flame helping you, guiding you, whether it's in the ethereal realms, the spiritual realms, the energetic or whatever, helping and healing you to get your strength, right? So whether you're, whatever, man, women, two men, divine feminine helping divine masculine. But again, you help each other in different ways, but that's what I feel that's about. And how did they just remind me of that? Yeah, because the South Node, the past, and what you could go into that, dwell in, feeling sorry for yourself, pain, torture yourself, energy, really, which the overthinking is that's because the South Node's in Scorpio. So again, it's about, follow your North Star. And again, you might want to look at where your North Node is because it might actually be in Taurus for a lot of you, but that is where it is, and to me, Taurus, I've got Mercury retrograde in Taurus actually, so that's why probably I was like, well, no, probably it's one of the reasons why I'm a counsellor and a healer, because it's very calming. Taurus energy is very calming and grounding, and yes, I can be excitable, but with stuff like that, I'm very good at. It was another astrologer and healer once said to me actually that I bring astrology down to earth. I bring astrology down to earth for people. I help them understand it in the way that I understand it. But it's, really being able to give people practical solutions to their problems. That's where my Taurus is in my chart. So God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. I didn't set a timer. I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I'm not going to stick to it, but I like to have some sort of idea. Right, so in business or creative endeavors. What have we got for Taurus placements? Remember, all of this could resonate with whoever, by the way. What's your honest truth? Yeah. And again, I feel that's because the North Node is in Taurus and I'm doing this for Taurus placements. It's about what's your honest truth? What do you want to do? And there's a 20 on the cards. So I feel the 20th of February, that would be now, because we're past the 20th. So I feel the 20th of January, it just passed, could have been significant for some reason. It could have been an anniversary. Actually, I know it was an anniversary for me, but I really do feel the 20th of February is going to be significant there, and that I believe will be a few days after the full moon in Leo, so that might be significant too. Right. Sorry, that noise will be annoying. Whoops, done it again. Right, so, but again, everything I do is part of this. So again, something might be irritating you, bugging you, annoying you right now. Take a breather. Mercury retrograde does that. Again, that's why I'm so patient. Nothing really shakes me, rocks me, because it's I've got 6 retrogrades in my chart. So anyone else that's got, well, I've not met too many people with that. I've only met like 1 or 2 people with that, but I've seen people with 5 in their chart. But again, it's like you kind of just get used to things being a bit crazy. Self-care message for Taurus, which really is about self-care. Possibility. Oh, I've pulled 3 cards. Focus your attention on what could go right. When you learn to imagine best case, I just bit my tongue. That feels important. Slow down. That's funny. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy and experience twice. So again, this is about utilizing the power of visualization. And it's interesting because I said that to 2 clients today, 2 of my soul sisters. It's about, rather than visualizing or fearing the worst and everything that could go wrong, like try visualizing what could go right. And, you know, it's that kind of saying that I always get from Spirit, like, what if everything's more than all right? What if everything's happening the way it's meant to happen? Even, you know, when apparent difficult or challenging stuff happens, you know, life's got a weird way of working out. A song just came on now that says, wish you were mine. So clearly the love message is coming through already. I think that's that one where he swallowed the, is it? Is it one? No, it's not. Oh, I don't know what that one is. I thought it was the one where he swallowed the cassette tape. But anyway, yeah, it's about putting energy into visualizing what you do want rather than what you don't want. And then with that coming on, wish you were mine, is about, you know, forget all the hurdles that are in the way and be open to, oh yeah, and then with that other card, asking for help with something and then just letting go and seeing how things work out. Shine. Yeah, look, there's that North Star again, the North Node in Taurus shining through. So perhaps as a message for divine masculines again, don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. This is for both twin flames to, because let's face it, right? This is for this, all of this is for the twin flames. Everything I put out is for twin. I can't make that any clearer. I probably could make it clearer, but again, if it helps you and you're not on that path, great. But let's just call a spade here, right? Shine bright. Again, the shiter path. Can't even come back from that, can I? Yeah, the shiter, you don't shine. When you dim your light, you're not only not going to be able to be with your twin flame in this lifetime, you're just going to start feeling shiter and shiter and shiter. So the more that you, oh, how funny. That's hilarious. One of my Taurus best friends has just messaged me right as I'm channeling for Taurus. You can't make this shit up. I don't know why the wee sound was on it. I thought I turned it off. But yeah, basically, so it's about whether you are divine feminine, divine masculine, you've got both within you. You might not even be a twin flame at all, but shine bright, you know, don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. And the interesting thing about when you're on the twin flame path is, you know, at some points you might have actually tried to sort of dim your light a bit or kind of tone it down or whatever, but we're long past that. And you have to shine bright, because not only, you know, are you going to help your twin flame, and again, if you are a true twin flame, you would want to, you just would, it's a natural innate thing. You would want them to be happy no matter what that means, even when it's without you. Fucking hell, man, people are going rapid on my WhatsApp. And yeah, when you shine and you are doing the best that you can, you will breathe life into them, is the only way that I can put it. And again, sometimes you'll be aware of that and sometimes they actually won't be. So just shine bright. Cheesy but true. Aromatherapy, you might want to dabble there with essential oils, aromatherapy, something like that. Or Florida water. I love Florida water. Cleansing your energy. Right, what else do we need to know here for the time warp just came on? Hi, Grandma. My grandma used to like dance to that. Let's do the time warp again. But it reminds me of like past lives. It reminds me, I said that funny, but it reminds me of like, you know, it feeling a bit like time's illusion, a bit of a time warp. So again, I feel this is for people that are on this journey that may actually know their twin flame, and it's kind of like, oh, this kind of fucking hell, like, you know, this is like time's just all just losing time, you know, things just thinking about time is what I want. Everything just feels a bit weird. That's what I want to say. Welcome to your spiritual awakening. Or the heightened bit. Confront, yeah, the moon card. So again, this is about confronting your deepest fears. It's about confronting your shadow, confronting the parts of you that you've not wanted to face before. I feel a lot of you are having to do that in these transits. These are all huge cards actually, and it's time to spread your wings and take the lead. That feels like, again, a message for people to step into their divine masculine energy. So either divine masculine, regardless of sex, stepping into your divine masculine self, or even those of you that everyone, you've all got a divine masculine energy within you. It's time to step up, basically. Well, that might actually be significant because I remember Michelle saying she likes that film. That's one of my favourites. Right, so what else do you need to know? This could give some sort of listen to your intuition. Yeah, and that's very much what that moon card's about too. Listening to your intuition at this time. You're ready. So isn't that crazy? That message is really clear. Like, you're ready. So if you think you're not ready, you are, and it's time to get on with it. Get more information. Again, I feel the get more information card is for twin flames that are just learning about this journey and being a bit mind blown, is what I really want to say. Right, so what wee messages for the Taurus placements do we need from the 10-minute timer's not went off yet, so that's good. I'll maybe be able to stick to the time of these. What do we need to know for the Taurus placements? It's not going to resonate with everyone, but the people that need to hear the message will hear the message. I'll put something in the comments about if you've got a long time or you can watch it in bits. I would watch the whole thing, because the way that Spirit put messages through me, they really just could be for anyone, anywhere. Doesn't matter what sign you are. Always been that way. It's not going to change now. I lost myself for a little while. That just came out for Aries. I bury myself and work to forget you. You were the best thing in my life. So again, you were the best thing in my life. There's like, sorry, I keep that sounds like a Bryan Adams song. The best thing. Oh, I don't know. Fuck's sake. It does. It just sounds like a Bryan Adams. But it's like, you know, values. This is about what do you value? This is about somebody tuning. This could be you or your twin flame tuning in about, like, you know, that was a good time in my life. I bury myself and work to forget you. So it's like I try to fucking push that aside. I lost myself for a little while. It feels like, again, not wanting to, stubborn. Taurus energy is not wanting to face the intensity that the confront card suggests they're going to have to. I remember every detail of that day. I've said before, when that comes up, I kind of feel it's like some sexual, or it's kind of like, it doesn't need to be though. It is though, because I can feel it. But it's kind of like, it's about saying something nice, like sharing something meaningful between one another as well. Right, so I tell you what though, I could check if what I'm thinking is Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whatever. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it is. It's about something like that, because I just pulled the victory card in the sexual tarot, and it's not quite as bad as the other ones. But again, I don't think it matters so much about showing the pictures on here because I'm not monetized, but it's just more I get really embarrassed. I'm like, fucking hell, that's a bit much. Right, so we'll do it tomorrow though. I'll try it tomorrow, and if I'm absolutely mortified, we'll not be doing that again, right? Anytime soon. But I'll just do it when the Mars sign changes. Right, a message from Twin Flame, whether you know them or not. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship as it is truly sacred. And again, I really do feel I've got that across with whatever I've channeled. Can't remember what I said now. About this feeling of, was that an Aries though? If I channeled that in Aries, it's the same thing that pulling me to start again. It's about whether you realize it or not. When you shine the brightest that you can shine, whatever it is you do, just being your truest, most authentic self and not hiding who you really are. You help your twin flame, whoever they are, whether you know them or whether you don't know them. Again, if you don't know them, you're more likely to be pulled together. But even if you do know them, you're more likely to be pulled together. But just be aware that there's energies trying to keep you apart, pull you apart. I mean, this is why I mention all these films all the time. Because it's just like that's how spirit talks to me about things. Right. We've got pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you, but I feel that's picking up on what I just said. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. And union, yeah, the union of divine counterparts is a miraculous event that brings you when you least expect it. I really feel this is because the North Node is in Taurus now, and that is about your values, what you value, who you value. And again, it's about a lot of twin flames awakening to how much they actually value this person. If you've ever met them, and if you haven't met them, I suppose just wanting to get your shit together for when they turn up. But that could go for when you know them anyway. But it's kind of like paying attention to signs, being aware that there's great highs and lows in this journey. It's like heaven and hell, really. And the more people are caving in, causing either trouble or just people from the past, because that's what retrogrades are about, popping up. And it can even just be people that aren't, I mean, that's happened to me, but it's kind of like, it's not even anybody that's a massive big deal to you kind of thing, but just uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable. You'd rather just not see that person. These are all signs of union, ahead. It's just things to kind of knock you off your path and distract you, because very soon you've got that coming in, despite what might look like it's impossible, is what I want to say. Taurus placements, and we'll finish with one of these cards. I don't know if I even pulled one of these cards for the Aries, actually. I don't remember pulling it. I remember pulling one of these for Aries. Anyway, what have we got for Taurus? We've got timeless dance of life, eternal joy. Yeah, so be present, value the present moment. I'm going to pull one of these for Aries because I don't remember pulling one for Aries. Innovation, new creations, new beginnings, right? I'm feeling a bit sick. That Taurus message was really quite intense. Right. I have no idea what my phone is doing. Right. Gemini. I'm gonna have to take this off. I don't know what this looks like, but give a fuck. If I knew I was going to be taking that off, I would have worn. Oh my god, I would have worn something a little better for you guys, but never mind. We're in the dark, right? So, we're in the dark. That might be meaningful to someone that's feeling in the dark. Gemini. Actually, I'm feeling a bit sick now. Right. So it's meant to make me feel better, not worse. Right, Gemini. What have we got for money, career? Oh, that breeze is nice. So. Right. Take a divinely guided chance, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whoever this resonates with. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you're ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. And we've got savings on the back, so you might be wanting to put aside a bit of money there. Lead your metamorphosis. So again, huge time. 53 might be significant, might be an age or something. A huge time of change and transformation in Gemini's life right now, these retrogrades. And it's all about, yeah, balancing and empowering your divine feminine and your divine masculine, of course, because Gemini is a twin energy, I just realized. So right, let's use these cards now. And this can be timing or just any kind of random messages that come out of this. It could be about love, it could be about anything. Helpful people coming into your life, forgiveness. So I really do feel there's something about the power of forgiveness there, the power of forgiving yourself. If you don't know, Ho'oponopono is a good Hawaiian practice to listen to if you put that on a YouTube, or I've got a shamanic journey where say the Ho'oponopono is actually for twin flames. It's where I'm wearing a green, my hair's really long and all over the place. I'm wearing a bright green vest. It's that shamanic journey. But it's about balancing your masculine and your feminine energy. And people always say, well, they love, people say things about all of them, but that one in particular really seems to soothe people. Hello, Brianna, how are you doing? Oh, Brianna, you are Gemini. You've arrived at Gemini. This is your message. I love it. When love takes over, David Guetta has just come on. Yeah, so look out for the helpful people that want to help you with being able to heal yourself, forgive yourself, or forgive another in your life. And yeah, and don't stop. Don't stop. We'll not go there, but yeah, don't stop could be like, Christ, we did go there though. It's Brianna, that's because you've arrived with your Sag rising ways. My Sag moon loves the smut, right? But it's kind of like, I really do feel it's about don't stop trying to heal yourself, basically, and don't stop trying to confront your shadow, because again, that is what the twin flame journey is about, is that when you feel, throat chakra's going funny, when you feel angry at your twin flame or resentful or annoyed or their light triggers you, it's only because you're not shining your own. So when you think, fuck it, I'm just going to be myself, no matter who it pisses off or who's trying to stop me from being myself, then you'll feel amazing. That's actually probably when your twin flame will be by your side, but you might have a long way to go there, depending on who I'm talking to. Lead. And yeah, divine masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, it's about stepping up and leading, being a leader. It's not easy to be a leader. Be a loving leader. I'm being one right now. Strengthening bonds. And yeah, again, you strengthen the bonds, and this is a physical card in the material world, new beginnings. And again, you won't feel so alone. And again, you won't, it's not like you against the world, but I think it can actually, well, definitely can feel like that for a while. But at least you're being true to yourself, right? So each to their own. My nose is really itchy, so the loved ones, the spirits are wanting to come in with a message here. Of course, just after 144, I come in. Yes. What have I been on? Wait a minute. What? Have I been on here for 1 hour and 44 minutes? Because I'm only at Gemini. Fuck, is that what you mean, Brianna? Fuck's sake. Thank you, Bridget. I hadn't had it on for ages, so they were guiding me to put it on. I had a nice pink jumper on, but I've got too hot, so now I've got a trampy vest. But actually, it's black. You can't see. It's one of my old ones. Right, so what have we got for self-love message? This is Gemini, but it can resonate with anyone the way that my messages come through. Self-care message for the retrograde season. Well, Venus and Mercury retrograde that we're in. We've got sync with the moon. So you might be, again, TMI, but you might be having your period right now or something, ladies. Or it might just be about, capitalizing on the new moon, the full moon, things like that. Just being aware of where the moon is. And like I say, I'm channeling these messages, the loved ones, but there's more love. I'm using quite a lot of love cards because the moon is in Libra, and that is about love and partnership, about balancing your masculine and feminine. Look to the stars. Yeah, I just said that. So sync with the moon and look to the stars, Gemini placements. You might want to look at what's going on in your chart right now and pamper yourself. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. And I'm getting so confused. Did I just do right? Did I just show those cards? Oh fuck, I'm going to need to shuffle again. I'm wearing the Phoenix today. Ah, lovely. Oh right, it's your time. Right, so heart chakra, Gemini, yeah, lots of heart chakra activations going on there, and sadness and isolation. And I really do feel, again, like I said, I really do feel, oh my God, tomorrow I'm painting Reach for the Stars. Are you kidding me? Or my messages, I've been talking about stars throughout this whole thing, Bridget. So that's quite interesting. Again, see what I mean when it's like we just turn into one group mind. I mean, it's like, how funny. That's interesting. Yeah, sadness and isolation. Again, I really do feel this is about twin flames. Like, look, it's like one is like, I hear going for it, but like shining bright, and the other one's feeling like shit. And it's kind of like, it's not like one feels great and the other one doesn't, but it's kind of like if you aren't being true to yourself and you aren't pushing through the challenging part, then it can kind of seem like that. But I really do feel it's because a lot of twin flames right now, and again, we're in Gemini, so it's going to come through stronger. Some people's twin flames are only just going through, they're only just spiritually awakening to what this is all about anyway, or the ascension process. And so it is just about, remember that whether you're interested in being with them or not, this is it a purple card or a blue card? Yeah, mental. It's about, like, just know that when you're treating yourself kindly and loving yourself and being the best that you can be, it helps your twin flame. So, you know what I mean? And vice versa, when they are feeling not so great, you're going to pick up on that too. And again, that's why there's a lot of heart chakra healing going on there too. I don't know if I pulled those cards, but I just felt it drawn to pull them again. So let's go into the intense. I'll do them last, actually. Right. What message have we got for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Or like I say, you don't need to have any prominent Gemini places. Spirit, just hide these messages wherever for people to find them. That's what I would say. The message for Gemini, but I'm feeling all of this. Yeah, oh, and Bridget, you just said that at the right exact time. It's because you are my sisters. You're my soul family. You're tuned in. Right. What do we need to know? It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Yeah, shadow work. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. Again, and I really do feel it's got a woman, look, a naked, again, anything naked, apart from the sexual cards, I might add, but anything naked to me on a card is about vulnerability. So, to be serious for a moment. And she's also in the fetal position, it's about whether you're a man or a woman, just feeling, or again, whatever, it's like just feeling really shit, basically. Again, it feels like dark night of soul. It feels like anxious, worried, stressed, and it's time to go within for healing is what I'm wanting to say. So I hope that's not none of my peeps watching right now. Forgiveness, again, and I really do feel, forgiving of self, just healing. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Again, it's putting energy into what you do want rather than what you don't want. And again, look, I'm being drawn to like angels. It's like this angelic energy coming all around in the Gemini connections there, or any connections, because Gemini is the twin. Again, with my all abundance of goddess Gemini placements. Scatman just came on. Remember that song? Don't know the rest of the words. Pretty much goes like that, though, doesn't it? It might be significant to someone watching this. And if you don't know the song, you'll be like, what are you on about? I wouldn't suggest looking up the lyrics to that. You'll be like, it's not very meaningful, Claire. But yeah, it's that's why I'm good at channeling the messages, amongst other reasons, for the twinnies. Right. What have we got? 3 cards, because we need to stop somewhere, although somebody's saying don't stop. Right, so oh fuck, union again. Right, so let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. And again, yeah, it's because there's a lot of healing needed on here. There's a lot of healing needed before union can take place. But I mean, the fact that you've got the union card kind of does suggest that there's a lot of things being resolved, a lot of going inwards, a lot of healing, a lot of delays to communications, whether it's in the spiritual or the physical. But again, I always say, like, you know, it's like, so what, the spirit, not so what, but like, you know, it's nice when you get messages in the spiritual, but it's more in the physical people want to know about, you know what I mean? The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. And that's not coincidence, that's talking about divine timing. You'll never know, even if you're the most psychic person ever. Well, not never know, but my feeling is those unions that are taking place around Aquarius season. Aquarius is about shocks, surprises. Again, it can be nasty ones and nasty ones and nice ones. That's a good way to put it. And if you watch the start of this video, there's definitely nasty shocks for some of the twin flames. But it's kind of like, I wouldn't say nasty, but anyway, blindsiding people. Intense, yeah, that's the one, spirit. And the intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. But again, it's designed this way to see your soul planned this. Your soul planned it all, especially what I want to say. That's intense, but that's true. So let go, trust the intensity, and union will happen when you least expect it. So don't try to guess, although you will, because it's the nature of human nature. Right, so, and that feels like with those placements, I'm picking up on waves of twin flames that I've got a bit of shadow work to do before that can come about. Not all, but some Geminis will be like, Claire, I'm sitting right next to them. Surrender. See, it's another one about letting go. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all work out. So that's a strong message to let go. Again, it's another person on their own under the full moon, like being guided to release. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. Right, and now we're going to do the dash. Oh, shit, now I'm really confusing myself. It is what it is. I know that song. What the bee ba 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 da pop ba 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 da pop. It's just finished. Right. Free messages, Gemini placements. Might be for you, might not. We've got I couldn't let you get close to me. That reminds me of Romeo. Oh, that's so funny. Basement Jacks, but Romeo stuck out to me. Romeo and Juliet is kind of like that. I want you, but I don't want you. You're all I want, but I can't go near you. That kind of feeling. And that's, I couldn't let you close to me. It reminds me of the Sam Smith, like, never going to let you close to me, even though you mean the most to me. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Again, it's like, every time that one comes up, I'm like, what the fucking hell does that mean? It means a different thing every time you get it. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Again, I always feel it's about, so this is probably for people that are newly awakened to the journey, if you're in that kind of thinking about them a lot or / obsessive thinking, you know, and it's kind of like, if you're doing that, or if you've already passed through that part of the journey, it's just because you're not wanting to face up to yourself. So the minute you really get that and you do your own healing and you focus on yourself, again, you're always going to, maybe not every day, but you'll think about this, probably every day for most people, though. You'll think about this person at least at one point throughout the day, but it won't be as intense until you focus on yourself. That's the point, basically. One more message. We will be together again. Yeah, so again, but this doesn't feel, for this one, it doesn't feel like it's like anytime soon. You know what I mean? This feels like I was picking up on people that are newer to the journey. And that's good, because I always pick up on people that are like close to it. I want to feel that way again. So yeah, definitely it's somebody that ain't forgot you anyway. Right, so, and if you don't know who they are, then just, discard those bits. So let's do, I didn't really time that, but shit, I need to, I just can't, oh fuck, see, I've not, it's all right, Claire, don't get stressed out, it's fine. See, I'm just self-soothing myself. Gemini. Innovation, new creations. I just pulled that for the one before, but I did shuffle. Is that the card? Innovation is a big word coming through, because Aquarius is about that. Aquarius season, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, although it's moving into Capricorn tomorrow. Gemini, miracles, ancient wisdom and miracles and innovation. Right, so now we're going on to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever, because like Bridget acknowledged as I was saying it, This just can resonate with whoever, whenever. So if you can watch the whole thing in one sitting, you deserve a fucking medal, because I'm going to be here for ages. Or just watch it in bits, you know, like when you're doing the dishes, when you're cutting about, going to walk, walking the dog, fall asleep to me, whatever. You do your thing. But just know that that is, whether that's annoying to you or cool, like spirit hide messages, so it's not just going to be where your sign is. You've got the love just came on, and it's a really old one, the original. Teehee just turned on the TV and the kids have it Pachamama on Netflix. Oh, I don't know what that is. Is it a program or a film? Power of prayer for the Cancer Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus, or whoever. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Now, that's not a coincidence. That's very clever what they've done there by getting me to shuffle and pull miracles for the last sign, and now it's talking about miracles again. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So again, I'm being guided to say, although it might not look like it, you know, you might be really experiencing the delay and feeling the impatience of these retrogrades with business stuff, money, love is what I'm feeling, tuning into the collective of Cancer placements for this. But just trust that miracles are unfolding for you. The sacred flow of yes. When you follow your sacred flow of yes, the 30th of January may be significant as well, because there's a 30 on the card there, so look out for that. The thing is, Bridget, you know, although you're saying timestamp for Cancer, would that work, the live chat? I think I'm just going to have to, I'm going to watch it back anyway. I think I'm just going to have to watch it. So thanks for doing that, but it might be pointless because it takes a while for the live chat to show. And yeah, I can't see. So I don't know, unless it will say it when the chat shows up eventually, but you see, people would probably want the timestamps before that. So can't work out how to do it. Integrate your knowing. The wolf might be significant. We've got the 9th on the card. I'm actually, now this is interesting, I don't often do that, but I'm actually feeling September is significant for someone watching this. Like, you know, a significant change is going to come about. Like, you're really going to feel like you've integrated your learning in something, so business, you know, soul purpose, something like that. So look out for that. Interesting. Right, so give us some more information on whatever I just channeled there for Cancer placements. Not the right time, yeah, because that's really cool. Now's not the right time, whether it's because we're in Venus retrograde for love, because like I say, it's not the best time to start something brand new in love. Where it doesn't matter so much is if you've had a connection before with someone and it comes back around, it's actually a good time to work stuff out and to do that healing and communicate, because as long as you are careful about clearly communicating because of the Mercury retrograde. So again, really, to be honest with you, it's just communicate clearly if it's anything before the start of February. I would even say be careful communicating in February. So, but yeah, not the right time. So it feels like September is going to be the right time for things to come about in love, and it's up to you. So again, I feel it's about you know, looking for the signs, following the signs, and, you know, following your divine guidance on your journey. A song's just come on called It's My Turn, Angelic. So again, I feel like right now it's other people's turn for love, because I'm going to go into do the love cards now, but September we'll see love things coming about for Cancer place. How interesting. That's really specific. Right, so so it might be things happen before then, but it's just like you'll fully have integrated that into your life by September. Yeah, so just go with the flow right now. Focus on you. And that's funny because I usually do the self-care cards and share the love. Yeah, so again, this is about appreciating and sharing the love with whoever in your life, and like seeing the love all around. And this is very Libra moon. Seeing the love all around as they pull me in my candle holders, wee hearts all over them, and the hearts all over the tents, hearts and stars, yes, spirit. But also the magic, you know, like sharing the love wherever you can, and appreciating the love wherever you can, and really loving yourself. And here's your self-care message to go with it. Oh, I could just shot out. And then we've got love. Wow, that's very lovely. Love people, love them with all your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. And again, if anyone needs to hear that, it's Cancer, especially in a Libra moon, because they're always wanting to look after other people. Alone time, yeah, again, really make sure that you're spending the rest of these retrograde season healing yourself, going within. Cancer like to go in their shell. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. And again, I love that, because it's like, allow somebody to listen to you for once, because you're the sign of mothering. And I really do feel whoever I'm sort of channeling for, you're needing other people to listen to you. Right, so the love messages. Yeah, I'm going to need to, it's because like the laptop's sitting on this thing, and it's like, I'm not putting the cards on the, I'm going to drop that. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever happened is meant to happen. Why am I so hungry? I did eat earlier, but it was about 4 hours ago. I'll eat when I get off this. Right. What do we need to know for Cancer placements, or whoever is this far in the video? It might be for you. Guilt, that came up today in the pick a card. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. So again, wherever you are not forgiving yourself, wherever you feel like you've done wrong in life, or that you're not going to be forgiven, you know, start with forgiving yourself, and then know that it is your turn to be happy, because that message, just that song's ending. It's my turn. Can't even think what that song is. Get ready for the launch. That's funny. Get ready for the launch just came on. So get ready, you know, it's your time to be happy. And the challenges, all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So again, that is about, it does feel like it's about twin flame stuff, that as soon as you can heal your own guilt or unworthiness, or forgive yourself, do that healing, like the challenges of a soul connection, you know, can be healed enough to come together, because this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. So that's obviously for people that have met them in this lifetime. Right, so but there's a lot of healing needed before that happens for someone listening to this. Right, and then we've got 2 cards that have just come out here. We've got criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Yeah, so that's what I'm picking up on. It's like, this is the ones that if you actually know them, regardless of however long it's been, because like you say, there's people that have been apart for like 20 years, never mind like 10 years and 7 years and 5 years and 2 years, and people that moan about 2 months and 3 months. I can't try talking to somebody that where it's like you've not seen the person in like 500 years or something. But anyway, it's about basically if you're being guided to go inwards and heal, it's because you don't, well, again, each to their own, but if you are privileged enough to have met your twin flame already, and you suspect that you're on that journey, and that, you know, this is this person, and you're actually physically, you know, like either in a relationship or, you know, sleeping each other, whatever. It's like, if you're finding that this person's coming in and out your life, in and out your life, and it's a bit like a yo-yo, it's because you're needing to do the shadow work, you're needing to do that deeper healing, and trying to do that deeper healing. See you later, Bridget. Try to do that deeper healing while you're with someone. That's really quite difficult. It's not impossible. Like, I know people that are doing it already. I've known people that have been doing that for ages. And then usually it's their journey is to learn to love themselves. And then that can be challenging too, because you don't love yourself and you're already with someone. That's going to come up against challenges. But like I say, it's when twins are guided to stay away from each other to heal, it's so that when you do come together, you've accepted and you've accepted enough of yourself that you're going to be able to accept your twin flame. Complicated, I know, but it makes perfect sense to me. Right, so healing. Oh, yeah. And as I'm saying that, that was the next card I looked at. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So I love that it's mentioning something magically transforming when you love and accept each other as you are, your true self, like what I said at the start of the video, and that's healing. And again, I'm always like, I don't know what the fucking hell they're up to, some kind of magical tantra or something, but they look like they're having a good time. Right, so who needs the sexual tarot when we've got that going on in the back of that card? Have I already pulled? Fuck's sake, man. This is why I need somebody on here reminding me, because did I already do these cards? Can't bloody remember. Anyway, we've got, no, I did, because it was guilt. Yeah. Oh, look, the same ones have just come out. Guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. You are lovable. There's an extra message. And free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So you needed an extra message, Cancer placements, wherever this resonates with. Know that you do deserve love. You are worthy. And don't let your own guilt and feelings of crappiness, like unworthiness, get in the way of freeing yourself from what you don't deserve and being with the one you love, is what I want to say. Oh my God, that is romantical. Right, and on that note, and that is very Cancer, is very lovey-dovey. What have we got? 4, I feel you leave me behind. Again, that's the ascension process. We will be together again. So whoever this is about, this person knows that that is the case. I want to be more than friends, and I hide behind material things. So again, it feels like that person's moving through shadow work and just being overly focused on like showy shit and things that don't really matter, things that you're not going to be able to take with you when you go to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Glad I stayed going now. Good, glad. Right, so Leo, we've got for Leo, we have I'm paying absolutely no attention to time, so it just is what it is, right? If somebody ends up getting like half an hour, then lucky them. Right, so who's going to tell me not to? Although I'm starving. I can't exactly believe it. I'm away for a break. YouTube need to have an advert, eh? Remember they done that at some point? Love you, Brianna. Right. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or for whoever, that's too many, but we'll pull Sever the Vows of Poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you have made, consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So again, if you're having some money problems at this time, Leo, shine your light brighter and the money will be attracted to you. Have some fun. You are the sign of fun. Leo moon is my favorite moon. Playful, I've got a lot of friends that are Leo moon. It's just a very fun energy. Follow the fun is what I want to say. Or at least get the hypnosis money audios on YouTube, or book a session with me and I can help you with that. Right. Light in the unexpected. And so again, this is about tower moments, right? But this is about without the dark, the stars can't shine. There's a lot about stars tonight. And they just drew me to start again when I said that. What does this say? The good kind. Oh, look, and there's a star on that card as well. 35. Someone might be 35, or 35 might be significant for someone else, or perhaps 8, because that adds up to 8. 8 is personal power, abundance, money, and I'm doing cards about money, business. But yeah, I feel this is about like, so it feels like their back's been put up against the wall with money, right? But it's so that you discover your true light and your true authenticity. I don't usually like using the word authenticity because I find when people talk about it too much, they're not so authentic, if you know what I mean. I was going to say if you can what I mean. But yeah, that is what I heard. It's like, when you are true to yourself, and Leo is about being true to yourself. Yeah, it's about, like say, your back being up against the wall, being left with nothing. Don't give up just came on, like a song called Don't Give Up just came on. So I feel like, yeah, you've been pushed into quite a dark place, a scary place with money, which a lot of people might not have been before. But you're going to be given solutions. When you ask for solutions from spirit, you're going to come up with some good ideas and follow your true calling. That's heavy. We've got that actually looks like porn. So maybe it's because I am talking about sex all the time. But anyway, so right. Not all the time, but again, it's Mars and Sagittarius. That's finished tomorrow. Maybe it'll stop tomorrow, but I don't think so. I've got Mars and Scorpio. We can definitely blame that. Right, so self-care message for the Leo placements feels needed after that. Sorry, I was just laughing thinking if the card that says that comes out, that'd be hilarious. We've got family. Yes, I really do feel that full moon in Cancer brought up a lot of healing to work through for the Leo placements there, whoever this is for. So in the 23rd could have been significant. So that was yesterday. So yesterday could have been significant for some reason or another. A conversation, I feel, maybe with someone. I really do feel Leo placements and doing some kind of energy work would be beneficial at this time, anytime. Where's Shakira when you need her? Shakira, I need you to come and be the spanner person. I'm going to need to make more spanner people. Beauty ritual. So again, yeah, spend some time beautifying yourself. Surprises are coming. Your success. I thought surprise, but it's got success. Today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are resolved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall in your lap. Yeah, so again, I feel whatever money issues or lack or whatever's coming up there, something's going to turn up. So send in some magic your way. Let us know. Again, because this is like, you know, it's for Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, but they're coming to an end soon. So, oh, hello. Sophia, were you lurking and then you did you hear me? Did you telepathically hear me, or were you just watching on the down low and you magically, you're like a fairy godmother. I love it. Yes. Could you be the spanner person for me, please? Because it is getting, if you don't need to stay the whole time because I'm going to be here ages, but it would be very much appreciated. Just breathe. Yeah, because I was getting stressed out with that. But this is for Leo. So there's a need to just breathe. Mentally, it feels like, you know, there's a bit of stress going on in the Mercury retrograde there. That's so funny. And then we've got rebuild. Oh God, there's the tower again. So 2 tower cards again. So this is a huge change and transformation. But it makes you who you are. It makes you shine even brighter, Leo, and it's rude not to when you're a Leo. So that's what I'm going to say to that. You're here to shine bright. Right. It's a bit like, you know, you're my fellow fire sign. It's a bit like Aries. It's not always comfortable. Did I pull one of those cards for Cancer? Oh, that's getting really annoying. Oh, if I didn't, I didn't. Right. So I now want to go with this order. Right. So Leo, a wee message. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? That's hilarious. No, I just come on. When you watch that in the replay, that is so far, right? We've had, I'm pretty sure Bridget came on when I was doing Cancer, she has Cancer. Brianna came on when I was doing Gemini, and Brianna is Gemini. And I just said, where's Shakira when you need her? And you just said hello right after I said, I thought that maybe you'd just been watching and you said hello and I said, that's so funny. I love it. See, people's higher selves hear me. It's like before I come on, I call on people, you know, like I call on people that are meant to catch it live. So there you go. And of course, you might just have your notifications on, but I love that. Right. A message from your person. So again, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whatever Leo placements you got. And don't be surprised if it just resonates and you've not got significant Leo placements. But again, I would argue that you've got Leo somewhere in your chart, you've got a 5th house. And like I say, the way that Spirit channels through me is the messages are just hidden anywhere for anyone. So I'd watch the whole thing. You don't need to watch it in one sitting. You can just watch bits of it. It really just depends. If I am the healer, the guide, whatever you want to see me as, that speaks to your soul, then, I mean, there's people that I don't want to miss a word of what they say because they speak to my soul. So I might be that person for you. Or you might just be like, nah, I'll just take my chances. I'll listen to my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Or I'll just listen to my sun. They're missing out if you do that. Right, so we've got, I left you before you could leave me. That's that kind of vibe of, again, not wanting to be vulnerable and making out that you either don't like somebody at all or you don't like them as much as they like you, and just kind of exiting the situation before the other person does. It's to protect yourself. We see it in any good romantic movie or situation in life that I'm sure we've all been in at some point. Well, unless you've like somebody that's like got with somebody young and stayed with them and whatever. But yeah, I left you before you could leave me. So many things remind me of you, but again, you've not really left them because you pop up for them all over the place. I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah, so that's got a wee bit of a vibe to it, hasn't it? It's got a theme. It's, you know, they couldn't let you get too close because then you would see how much they felt about you. I wish I'd treated you better. So again, perhaps that's quite an interesting storyline, isn't it? It's kind of like, so what's coming through with that is clearly, obviously, that is people that have known each other at some point. Perhaps you've even been in an actual relationship. You could have even been married. But it's kind of like they wish they'd treated you better. So that's coming through the forgiveness vibe. I knew exactly what I was doing. So it's, again, that feels like taking responsibility for something. God, that's again, it's getting into the juicy stuff. It's again, it's where it is in my chart. I'm going to hit the info, and I'm going to hit the info that might be quite deep as well. Oh, there's one, Shakira. Right. What have we got? Can we get more of whatever was coming through for that message? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Yeah, but as soon as somebody can forgive themselves and well, apologize, I suppose, if something's went on there, it feels like it's worth fighting for. It's kind of it's like I didn't hear the song, but I've seen like the fight for this love. What, I don't even like that song, but like Cheryl Cole, you know, it's I don't know the words, but you know, that's what I saw flash up in my mind. Interesting. But it does feel like Leo is a sign of pride. It feels like somebody's going to need to put their pride aside. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Yeah, someone's going to need to put their pride aside there. Labyrinth. And that's what it feels like, the situation. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. Shakira, have you left again? Report. And there. Right, anyway, so what have we got for from these cards? Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. I really do feel like I'm picking up on someone's marriage here, by the way, or it was a serious relationship. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And again, it's like perhaps people have needed to part ways to do that bit of healing and then come back together again. Or it might be you're married in past life or something, whatever. Can't pick up on everyone's situs, but very yin yang, very twin flamey. And then what else do we need to know about this? We've got there's something better, but how interesting. What I'm feeling is like I'm going to wait a minute. I need to put these. I feel like right. I've specifically picked up on like either a serious relationship or a marriage or a past life where you've been married in past lives and something's happened, someone's got in the way and you've not been able to get, you know, like it's not been a happy ending. And then in this life, it's meant to be a happy ending. Oh yeah, actually, that's so true. Because I did hear something the other day that was like that. It was like a channeled message that I'd caught, and it was all about that. It was like the test in this life is to not let people get in the way again. And I was like, wow, that's quite enlightening. But yeah, I feel like whoever I'm picking up here, it's a marriage or something like that, and like someone thought there was something better, or like they weren't really seeing your worth at the time, and now they do, and it's like they can see it's true love and they want to come back. And again, it's about putting the pride aside. Helpful people, yeah. So again, it might, because it's funny, I was going to say something about counseling. It might be that, like, you know, perhaps the two of you went away and got therapy or healing or something, and you know, you maybe went to go and explore to see pastors new, putting it politely, And then you've been like, no, I'll look for this person in everyone. And yeah. Recovery. Yeah. You see, it's like perhaps there was something, and then I Need Your Lovin' just came on the TV. Someone knows. Someone's going to put their pride aside. That I just keep hearing that. Right. So did I do the wee card? Improving health. Yeah, I really do feel somebody's getting healing right now before they can, or healing themselves. Did I do these wee cards yet? I did, didn't I? Because that's how I just got all of that, but we're doing them again. I know I messed up everything. I left when I saw you with someone, like, I swear to God, this is like fucking, it's like picking up on EastEnders or something. I wish I could share my good news with you, right? I'm not being, I don't react when people mention you. I'm not being funny, right? But if you missed the message at the start, right? It was like a juicy storyline. Again, I don't, if it's happening to someone, it's not really, I'm not meaning to make a joke, it just feels a bit shit. But I know I messed up everything, right? So I do feel I'm picking up on people that have been involved before, and it does me feel like just sort of hooking up. It feels like this is like being a marriage or something, or a serious commitment, or like say if it's not, it's like you were connected in other lives like that, and that's why you've just got this intense feeling with someone. But at some point, either you've been with someone else or they've been with someone else, and they've left when they saw you with someone because you couldn't handle it, right? Or you did. I wish I could share my good news with you. I don't know why, but see, every time I see that card, I keep feeling it's like someone's going to be a dad. And it's kind of like, and that's like that's the message I shared at the start of the video. It's kind of like, because again, it is like when you put all the drama aside, that is a child is a beautiful gift. But if it's coming in these kind of dynamics where someone wasn't happy with someone, then they've done it to try and get on, they're happy, all this kind of, or someone's trapped them, it's just tangling things up, isn't it? Because it's not going to change the way that people feel about each other if they're twin flames. Anyway, fuck knows. You can need to book a session if that's you. But again, it's like this person doesn't react when your name is mentioned, and you don't react when their name is mentioned where possible. You just avoid it. Yeah, right. So sacred breath and sound, life force communication. Again, 10 is ending. Something might be, some kind of communication might be coming in around the 10th of February for a significant Leo placement there, or anyone. But it feels like a bit of playful communication because the dolphin to me is inner child healing. 10 is endings. Yeah, again, I feel it might be before I've just, with that specific situation, I feel it's like the end of people playing games actually and coming back to each other, no matter what kind of heavy shit is going on. So anyway, fucking hell, let me know if that was yours because that was really specific. Touching earth, planting something new. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, the end of the drama, working through something and something new beginning. It could, oh shit, yeah, maybe. It could even be that like perhaps somebody's pregnant and it's like you are together, but then you've split up. And then you've not wanted to just get back together for the sake of it. You want to make sure it is. Fuck knows, it's something like that. Right. So anyway, see what I mean? I'm going to pick up on like really like darker stuff, intense, specific stuff because where the moon is in my chart. Right. Virgo. What have we got for Virgo? So I need a wee drink. Not that kind of drink. I'm not that stressed out with the messages yet. Shakira, are you still here? Who's here? Say hello if you're not shy. Like the video if you're shy, please. If you haven't already, my nose is itchy. The spirit world are joining us. Right, what have we got for Virgo? Now, this is really random and specific, but probably because I just mentioned that. Somebody that's got a Virgo sun, moon, rising, Venus, or like, so it could be anyone, could have like teeth issues because my tooth, it's not hurting, but it's bothering me. Like, when food gets stuck in it and all that. And it's kind of like, I'm getting that out at some point in the next couple of months. And it's just, he just drew me to it. And now there's, oh, I don't think it is for teeth actually, but an advert just came on and I thought it was for teeth. So I do feel there's somebody, yes, with that. So hiya, I just came on, right? So I've got the feeling that someone I was seeing for a good while younger than me, we split up and he's with someone else, but we still remain good friends. Not heard from in ages. And I think it's because he's having a baby with the other lassie. Oh my God, Claire. Did you like, sorry, right, so wait a minute. Wow. Wow. And you didn't hear, thank you so much for being so honest. You've not heard what I channeled at the start of this, did you? Wow. Because I've actually recorded a video that was, so how long would it have been? Would it have been like 14? Oh, I don't know. It's got terrible, I can't work that out. Oh, my head scrambled. But anyway, it ended up like 144. So maybe it would have been like, I can't work that out. Whatever it was, the length of it earlier was significant earlier, right? So maybe it was like 10 minutes, 44 seconds or so. I can't remember, but the number was somewhere. 11 minutes, 44 seconds, maybe. But whatever it was quite, like, it was like I'd been my walk and I went, I'm giving you all the details here, I'm going into too much detail, but it was like, I'd been my walk and I was in the shower and I was just getting a really strong message that I needed to share this message that I was getting. And then I got confirmation because somebody else had channeled a similar message and it's what I had just been told. Right. How interesting. Well, that's not even the half of it, by the way, because it was, you need to watch the replay, by the way, because it was just basically, I was getting a strong message about somebody either trying to trap somebody with a pregnancy and obviously we can only use the word trap if the guy's not wanting that. But like I said, personal responsibility, if you're still sexually active with someone, obviously that's going to happen. Yeah, I more felt it was somebody like kind of, confusing someone and all of that. And it was all that, yeah, it was quite a strong message. So I'll probably upload the video from earlier and then, yeah, it wasn't that though, Shakira. It's the length of the one that I'd done earlier. Or is that you saying it from when I was, anyway, that'll be interesting if it's you. Let me read that again because I read it so fast. But thanks for sharing that, because it's just, I can really feel the intensity around that situation. I'd like to say it's not, I don't really, it's just uncomfortable because you just don't like to think people do that to, there's nothing I won't do. I can't keep my hands off you. There's nothing I won't do. Someone like that song that just came on. But yeah, that puts my mind at ease, but I kind of hope it isn't. So it just came out right. So I've got the feeling that someone I was seeing for a good while, younger than me, split up and he's with someone else, but remain good friends. Now, is that asking too much? You don't need to answer, but do you still hold a candle for this younger man? Like, would you be gutted, basically? I mean, I'd imagine even if you weren't gutted, it would just feel a bit weird. But were you feeling like that was the old TF? Or not? Just me picking up on a random situ? Whatever it is. Thank you for sharing that. Right, so who are we on? We're on Virgo now. Shakira, am I on Virgo? I'm going so into the quantum realms and getting confused. But I think because I was just talking about the confusion that I was tuning into. So weird when I pick up on specific shit like that and I'm like, no idea, like I never know where stuff's coming from, but it's like that stuff, it's uneasy. It's like when what I say all the time, like, I always say if I sense somebody's not to be trusted, unfortunately I'm not usually wrong. Although sometimes I like to convince myself I'm wrong and I'm being paranoid, I always turn out to be right. And that's not me being a smart ass. Like I was literally channeled by my shamanic teacher not too long ago as well. And like I said, it's to teach me, it's so that I have compassion for people that fuck up, because we've all got a light side, we've all got a dark side. But again, I still send love to people that would do something like that to someone, like trap someone like that. But it is like a form of black magic, because it's like, it's interesting because I overheard somebody sort of saying, it's like I was saying, this is what I said in the video earlier, right? Black magic, and it isn't like always like a voodoo doll or something, like stay away from all of that shit or whatever, but it's like narcissistic, it's controlling behavior, it's codependency, it's head fucking someone, it's controlling them, it's trying to get someone to stay by trapping them, like, again. So I suppose that would happen if you said that you were using something like Protect or whatever on the pit, and then you weren't. That's, we know what that is. There's one of them, like one of the fuckers. It's just all, it's head fuckery, isn't it? It's head fuckery, and it is a form of black magic, and it's not, it confuses people. It literally can confuse your energy, so that, and that's why I feel the song came on. It was like, would the real Slim Shady please stand up? I feel it was about, with the real divine feminines please stand up. So I feel at some points, as uncomfortable as it might be for a lot of you out there to feel into, I feel at some points your twin flame could have been confused about who their twin flame was. Like, they might not have realized it was you. So that's for someone too. That one's going to hurt. I know I will always be there for him. If he chapped on my door saying, Claire, I'm in trouble. Sorry, it's a bit funny that I'm using my own name here. Claire, I'm in trouble, or Claire, I need help, I would be there in seconds, and I know he would for me. Well, I'm not going to lie, Claire, but it sounds like your twin flame, but maybe you're just a really good friend. But I'd like to echo that for my twin flame, if he's ever in that situation, whoever he might be, whether that's someone I know or not. Right, so that's sorry, it's just like, yes. Claire, you just need to book a session with me at some point. I'll help you work that one out. But again, let's hope it's not you if that's your twin flame, because that sucks. Right, but anyway, you're strong. You would, a child is a beautiful gift. You would all work it out together. Right, so organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. That's interesting, because Virgo is about organization. So they're tough to know where you live first to do that, but wouldn't they? Right, so cool. Balance again, twin flames again. I get sick of saying that word, but I better get used to it. 14th of February. Maybe it's come chatting on your door on the 14th of February. I'm joking. I'm totally joking, because if that is the case with a girlfriend, that's not going to be happening. Right. What do we need to know about heart stuff? Could be love stuff. Could be self-love for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It'd be interesting if like more people tune into that message as well. Detach, yes. So again, I feel like this isn't a coincidence I'm stopping to talk to you, Claire, and I'm on Virgo. So if you like, do you know of having, like, you've not got a Virgo Sun, Moon, or Rising, have you? Because I remember what you said the other day. Yes, there's a need to detach from heavy situations in your spiritual awakening, though. So that's why I'm saying, take me to the clouds above has just come on. So it's kind of like, that makes sense why I stopped to talk to you during the Virgo message, because that's all quite heavy. And again, if that turns out to be that person for you, that's not easy. But that's why I need to put up the video that I filmed earlier. Right, so it's all part of spiritual awakening, Virgo, whatever's going on in your life, and it's to move you out your comfort zone for new beginnings, and to trust that even in the most impossible of situations, things have a funny way of working themselves out. Right, so self-love message for Virgo placements is massage. So again, Virgo is a very hard working sign. I really do feel, and but again, you don't need to be Virgo to resonate with all of this. I really do feel a massage is needed. Virgo is actually the sign of health and healing as well. And then we've got breathe again. So see how interesting that is. That when I stop to chat to people, it's definitely like it's always right where it's meant to be. The calmer you are, the more time slows down, and the easier it is to get everything done. Again, there's a need to just breathe and focus. Focus your attention on what could go right. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy your experience twice. So, you know, this might seem a bit off topic, but I don't think it is. It's like I always say, whenever I'm helping people in situations like this, right, is as much as you get like people's karmic partners are like not the nicest people, and it's pretty dark actually. I don't feel it's the case for everyone, and it's always kind of like you should always sort of want that person to find somebody as well, you know, whoever they're meant to be with after all the drama is over with. Like it shouldn't be like this person's like an enemy or anything, you know. It's not gonna help the situation. But again, that really depends, because it depends on what kind of situations, because it's not always love partnerships. It can be like family, it can be friends, or hidden enemy kind of friends, or business. You know, it depends what has been happening there. You know, there can be like not so nice energies that get involved, or like people getting forced into things, like families forcing people to do the right thing, all this kind of complicated shit. Right, there's something better. I'm just trying to tune into what I was saying there. Possibility, breathe, and massage. It's up to you. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, I feel like this is about, and listen to what I just said. I feel this is about like somebody knowing that they can have more, and there's better out there for them. And it's up to you what way you decide to go with your life. And you need to listen to your own intuition. Interesting. Abundance, yeah, and happiness and abundance can be yours. If you find that your abundance is getting stopped when you're with certain around the wrong kind of person, I mean, that's a message in itself. Like your finances are being halted because you're hanging around with like bad influences around you. And again, that can be in any area of life. That can be toxic family members, toxic friends. I don't like the word toxic, but that's what came out of my mouth. Toxic love situations, allowing toxic exes to control you, whatever. Right. I lost myself for a little while. My head's on fire. So there's serious crown chakra, higher chakra activations coming in here. It's time for me to heal now. I left when I saw you with someone. I love you. Christ, that's all a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? I'm not available. Fucking hell. So I lost myself for a little while. With this one, I feel like someone's been knocking, you know, the drink back, whatever, kind of going off, you know, just going off the rails a bit. It's time for me to heal now, and now they're pulling it back. Again, someone's been seen somewhere with whether you were actually with someone or not, someone saw you with something, not liked it. They've got a lot of love for you. And they're with someone else. Again, complicated shit. Again, see, we pull it in when we're talking about it. Right, so, and I feel I want to pull a Kali card with that, actually. Held within Kali's protection, your heart radiates peace, certainty, and beauty. Her grace melts frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. Kamala is the golden pathway of divine protection and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give. You're swiftly approaching sacred fruition. So again, yeah, I really do feel that is about when you decide that you deserve more, life will start to give you more. When you decide that you deserve this, and by that I feel like it's not a good situation, then you will just keep getting more of that. Chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart as Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing towards the future. She sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, authentically expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny now unfolding for you. Wow. That's the card. Right, so again, no idea what I'm picking up there, and I don't know why I was drawn to get those cards, but we'll trust it means something. Right, so soulmate, yeah, see, this is, whoa, that is all really complicated. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically, but I would say twin flame. Right, so and it's just like, you know, again, it's just like with what I just read out there, that beautifully exemplifies the message that I'd said at the start, that it's like I'm picking up on men in particular in a situation, because it's not like, you know, if they're wanting your help, it's not like they're coming to you to complicate the situation anymore. It's just needing someone to talk to. And then it's about, well, I love that song, the way the words might be significant. I don't know, I just like this tune. Well, it's just about, really, when we get down to this, right, what I'm feeling is, I feel us picking up on people that aren't together, and then something's happened where they've tricked them. It's like I keep seeing films where somebody does that and then it's happened. So if people are together and that's happened and then they're coming, that's a bit different, because again, that's getting into dangerous territory. But again, you know, it's yeah, that's just getting into dangerous territory. But I'm more feeling like, you know, if someone's really not in a good place and they're needing someone to talk to, it's like what you said, you know, you wouldn't want somebody to be feeling down and stuck about anything. It doesn't need to be like baby drama, baby mama, stuff like that. It doesn't need to be that, but I feel it is for a lot of people. Right, so anyway, we've got codependency. Fucking hell, yeah. See, codependency, this is what addictions are affecting your romantic love life. I just feel it's like somebody's being manipulated, controlled by somebody. They might even be together. Bond, a love bond grows stronger with time, and because of that person being so difficult with them, it's making them realize how not difficult you are, and they're being pulled to you. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. Yeah. So again, we're going to hope that that's people that are not actually with the person anymore, but they're still being controlled. And again, if you saw me sharing on one of these videos, you'll see that happened to me for a very long time. It's very possible to be still controlled by somebody when you're not, and it doesn't need to be a love situation. That can happen with anyone in your life. You just have to recognize it to set yourself free and not get caught in the trap of feeding that energy or connection. Right. And we've got sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Again, yeah, I feel like all these patterns are being brought to light. The patterns that people have fallen into, I feel, shit, that's really sore. If people have fallen into patterns of allowing somebody to control them, I feel it's ancestral stuff. You know, it's like you've fallen into it, and you know, you realize these things when you're meant to. Again, it's happened to the best of us. It's why I always say, like, although, you know, like that relationship, I hardly call it that, but like that I had when I was very young, it's before I'd even really sort of experienced enough of life. Do you know what I mean? But it's because it's just, yeah, you know, you think you're in love, and then you just kind of, well, you just do what the other person says. And it's just, when I think back, I'm like, fucking hell, man, that's like a totally different person. Like, and I'm so glad I did, you know, well, because he wasn't my fucking boyfriend. Anyway, I'm not getting into all of that, but do you mean, it's kind of like, you know, at that point, like we were for a few years and then we weren't, and then I still acted like he was. But I just, like to say, I always just thank God that I met other lovely, amazing guys that, you know, weren't my boyfriend, but treat me a hell of a lot nicer. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But that's what I say, that's where my experience of knowing exactly what that is all about is like. And like I say, I even spoke to that guy who done that to me. Listen, I said, you know, I told him I forgive him and told him I don't want nothing to do with him. And that still stands. And it's kind of like, like literally it was about 1,000,000 years ago. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's good for you to recognize where you've allowed that to happen. Take personal responsibility is what I'm saying. You know, like if you've allowed somebody to control you, you've allowed it. But then once you recognize it, you can stop it. But it's hard because you don't usually get apologies from these people. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't get an apology. It was just more me being like, look, this is what happened. I'll take the shot from you and you can fuck off. You know what I mean? I did kind of say it like that. Yeah, take your power back. Eternal flame, sacred purpose, because it's all part of your soul's purpose. Fucking hell, it's a bit heavy. Stop going into my personal shit, spirit. Right. So, right. I already ticked Virgo. That's what's confusing me. Right. So now we're on to Libra, and we're in Libra moon. So right, so I started, right, so I've been doing this for 2 hours, right? Okay, that's kind of on track then. So I'm probably going to be here for another hour. Hopefully not another 4 hours. Not 2 hours is what I meant. Right, so if we're halfway through, that's good. But actually that kind of does mean I'm going to be here for another 2 hours. Fuck. Oh well. Maybe not, because I've spent ages on some of the, right, Libra. What have we got for Libra? Libra, savings. As you consistently save for your future's saved. You do your future self a big favour as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So I really do feel, you know, that's kind of like when I've picked up on if you're having money worries or something, or if you have a consistent kind of shitty relationship with money, it's good to just even put aside a little bit of physical money or, you know, savings electronically if you can, but just because it can make you feel like, and then a bank advert came up when I said that, it can just make you feel more secure. You know, like if you totally leave yourself with nothing, then that feeling can make you feel a bit anxious. So I really do just feel for Libra placements, there's a need of putting a bit of money aside for a rainy day is what I feel. Balance. Libra's a sign of balance, yeah. And the 14th of February, Valentine's Day might be significant for something there. So that was the businessy money stuff. What do I need to know? What else do I need to know? Oh, shite. We've got within the next few weeks. Perfect timing. So it's going to be the perfect timing in the next few weeks for something. But now it's not. Wait. And again, I feel that is because the retrograde's affecting that. And I really do feel the balance. And I do feel it is about something to do with Love Actually. So let's do and I just said Love Actually, which reminds me of the film. So let's pick the self-care messages and then I'll go into the love messages. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, or just whoever's resonating with it. Space. I think it's about decluttering. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. Again, this is about decluttering your mind, body, soul of what no longer serves you. Again, making the choices that are going to better your life. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Yeah, that feels about making difficult decisions. What's going to come out? Move, you see, like moving out your comfort zone, trusting in new beginnings. That's the Fool card. Rest and reconsider. So this is about spiritual endings. Again, it's spiritual awakening, dark night of soul. I really do feel someone tuning into this, either you or your twin flame, is in like an exhausted part of the journey, but it's bringing your connection more into balance. So like you say, if you're a bit further along on that path, it's about having understanding that the other person needs time to heal, basically. Right. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. Yes, again, I really do feel with what I just said there, it's just about you will get signs and synchronicities, but I feel you'll be getting confirmation about what I'm saying right now. Whoever's resonating with this is that the person has got other shit going on in their life, right? Boundaries, having sensible boundaries is important. That's funny I just said that, because with all the, you know, Venus and Capricorn and Mercury retrograde about to go into Capricorn, it's about, that is about boundaries, you know. So it's about knowing what is your business and what isn't. And even with your twin flame, not even with your twin flame, it's like it can feel like there is no boundaries because you can pick up on all their stuff, and they can pick up on your stuff once they spread. So you can tune into each other. But also it's about kind of like, you've got to take responsibility. Like if you go looking for stuff, well, that's you doing that. Like, don't do that. Just, you know, let things work out the way they're meant to work out, unless you very soon, unless you are the person that you know you need to take action because you've been away for ages and the person has given you space. Again, that's important to know the difference, because very soon, clearly decide what it is you want so that it comes to you now. That feels very Empress energy, you know. It's like, that's not going looking, sniffing about, like seeing what the person's up to. It's like you're just getting on with your own shit, and whenever someone or something is meant to happen, it comes along. Resurrection, as resurrection just came on. Yes, if a love is meant to be resurrected, that does make sense. It shall be. Reflection and give each other some space at the moment. I've just been channeling that. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. That's basically what I just fucking said. There's a lot of blue throat chakra communication coming in for whoever I'm picking up on. Emotions are a natural, necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception, cloud your vision. So can Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Again, so perhaps that's why this person's need to stay away, because there's still a bit of resentment there. Towards any in their life, but it could be towards you, because like I've said before, if you are doing something shining bright and they're not, then that can come up. We will be together again. I know I was a distraction from your pain. There's that one again. Oh, so that's interesting that I said about people that go looking for stuff. It's like, it's definitely, again, picking up on people that are newly into that kind of journey, and they're going, and I'm more talking about like, if you're going looking at their Facebook and all that, like, it's just not wise, because you're just not going to see stuff that you like. I've never understood why people do stuff like that. I want to be more than friends, yeah, because again, usually what you see is not how it is anyway. I remember every detail of that day. Right, okay, so what have we got now? It's up to you. These are all the ones I'm meant to. Focus on success, yeah. Focus on success, focus on your own shit, and whoever is your twin flame, take the lead. Well, they will start to take the lead in their own life and take back control of their life and whatever's happened when you do that in yours. Focus on you. Self-love, right. Innovation, that one again, this is because Aquarius is about innovation. New creations, again, focus on your new inventions and creations. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. Yeah, again, but all serious, someone might be 51 might be significant, or 6 might be significant. 6 is about past love. But yeah, just, you know, be present in the moment and grateful for what you do have, rather than focused on somebody else and what they're doing and when they're coming and all that shit. You know, it's only just going to make you feel even crapper. Right, so Scorpio. Scorpio, right, what have we got for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, or whoever, wherever, because like I say, any of the message can resonate wherever. What is on my nose? It's probably went cocky. There's a hair on my nose or something. The money message or the business message. Money is Scorpio is the 8th house of debt, taxes, death, taxes, finances. A song called Damage to just come on. Scorpio is about pain. Someone could be feeling pain here. Positivity, faith, optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. Wow, that feels intense, right? That feels like what I've been saying about the, whether you want to call it, I think interferences is a good word. Is that what was on the card? Yeah, interferences, I'm going to say, or dark energies. People that are put in your path, whether they consciously realize it or not, most of them it's unconscious, but it's basically a dark energy working through people to stop twin flames from coming together. And again, I feel as well, there's guilt needed to be worked through. That's come up already throughout the video. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. That is really intense. So there's a need to be not allowing the distractions and the negative energies and the negative situations. Again, it's not always necessarily negative situations, because again, I would be careful of calling something a negative situation if there's a pregnancy involved here, because again, that is, well, it depends how it happened. But again, you know what I mean? We want to be respectful there. But it's about, yeah, I just love the words. I'm not even going to add to the words, whatever. That's meant to be the work card, but the word, that's what I mean. The words come through where they're meant to. Fearless expression. Again, 55. Someone could be 55, 1955 could be significant. Yes, we have got people of that age watching. But this is about throat chakra, right? Because there's a mic on it, and it's about just expressing yourself, communicating, not allowing things to stop you from speaking your voice. Creator fire, yeah, and follow your passions. Right. So self-care message, because it feels like it's needed. Authenticity, yeah. This keeps live life for you, not the audience in your head or the people that are telling you the right thing to do. That's what it feels like coming through. Rebel. This is a clear message, isn't it? It's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. So again, there really is, like, look, I mean, look, she's going the opposite way from the crowd and she's rebelling. But again, this can go for you guys out there too. It's time to fearlessly express yourself and go against what your ego is telling you, that something isn't possible because of whatever circumstances have come about. Better off alone. Yeah, you're better off alone. Sorry, that's not funny, but you're better off alone. That's just came on the TV. But I mean, I can't think what the words are to that. Obviously, better off alone. Is it not going to probably be that song's like you're not better off alone? But anyway, it's kind of like this person's feeling so shite. It's like, well, better off fucking alone, and I'm not going to hurt anyone. But again, that's just, you need to do some healing, right? So observe, yeah, observe the situation from a neutral place and see that you're a soul on a soul's journey. Confront your shadow. This is an intense message, but it is Scorpio. This is the moon card. This is what I'm in tarot. It's about, you know, secrets coming out. It's a very psychic time. Yeah, just facing the parts of you that you'd rather run away from or have ran away from in the past. And again, the 18th of February might be significant, might be an anniversary. Well, that's actually a couple of days after the Leo full moon. So that might be significant for some reason. Might be something happens, or it might be that it's an anniversary or something. Right, so we've got, yeah, I'm really getting a feeling that's an anniversary of some kind for some, maybe someone that's in spirit. Right. So try to think, is that one for me? Oh no, it's this, yeah, it's another date for me. Right. So what have we got on top of that message? There's a collective that's usually specific when we get to this point. We've got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, and very soon. Well, this is a very clear message. So if you ask for a sign, here it fucking is. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture with fearless expression, which 5 is about change, 55 is about big changes. So I feel this would be a big change for somebody to grab the mic. You might be a singer or a speaker or something, but again, I feel it's more about just speaking your voice, where everyone's telling you not to, or everyone's telling you not to, because very soon clearly decide what it is you want so that it comes to you now. So it just feels like you can actually have what it is you want. Feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions you're experiencing. So question if it feels like, no, I can't have what it is I want, Claire, then really sort of take the time to go inwards to question why you feel like that. And it's probably the way that other people have made you feel. But again, we're usually our own worst nightmare for stuff like that in our own head. But again, it could be, I do feel it's like what I say, it's like other people breaking people down to feel like nothing as well can stop them. What's that song again? Chase the Sun. Stop them from going for what they want. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So bear in mind that this is a message from your twin flame's higher self. So I'm feeling that who I'm talking to right now is not feeling either this is you that I'm talking to, or this is where your twin flame's at. But basically, someone is preparing to speak up, and it's hard because it's like I say, it's like rebelling, it's going against the crowd, it's everything that they just would not want to do. But like that's nice because it's just like nothing but love coming from your twin flame. So I love it. It's beautiful. It's all the feels. Right, I've already done these cards. Fuck's sake, man. I've done these cards, haven't I? Must need another one. Remarkable. Notice everything that's remarkable about your relationships calling in your soulmate. Yeah, again, because it's like they're calling you in and you're calling them in. And it's just that the confusion usually happens where people don't realize that this is the case. So I am here to tell you that this is the case. And these little cards will probably add some juicy details to the situ. Again, it's not going to be for everyone, but it's someone's. And this is one that someone really needed. I am becoming a better person. Yeah, this person's healing, spending a bit of time healing. I wish I could take back my words. So there might have been, I heard nasty, but there might have been nasty words exchanged, or it might just be like they've put you off at some point. Whatever it is. Like say, who knows, because it's different with different dynamics, but twin flame arguments aren't, in my experience, really kind of the same like my experience of listening to people and being honest are the same as other people's. Because if you're nasty to them, you're being nasty yourself. That could be argued that everyone's a mirror, but it's kind of it's not in the well, that's hard to explain. I can't be bothered to explain. I can't be bothered to explain that. So anyway, there's something that's been said, or again, it's like what I've said before. It could be that they've kind of played down the connection to other people and feeling guilt about it. But usually that's to protect the other person. But it can be to save face as well. Let's get real. Right. So I wish I'd treated you better. Yeah, see, there's a lot of guilt here. But what is important for people to understand is that if you feel like you didn't treat your twin flame in the best way, it's probably mutual. Like your twin flame, it's definitely where the twin flame will feel it about you as well. But it probably will be more heavier things for one rather than the other, not always. But yeah, I love you. That's come out again. So that's a strong message. See, it's because the Scorpio placements, I replay our conversations over and over again. Whatever the situ there is, it's like you've had a strong impression on each other. That's what I'm going to say. It's I lost myself for a little while, yeah, and now they're finding themselves, or they've found themselves. Right, and we'll shuffle these, or you have. You both have. Balance. See, and you've gained balance. Stability, standing firm, 40, and you might be approaching 40. You could be 40. Maybe 40 is going to be a significant, or maybe I don't know what other. Right. What other message have we got? Sacred breath and sound, life force communication. Yeah, there's communication coming in for whoever was resonating with that message. Angelic assistance, yeah, divine guidance, love and support. Again, because love and support is guiding that connection along, right? Love it. Wouldn't expect anything less from the Scorpio placements. Right, Sagittarius. Who's still here? Who am I telling a bedtime story to go to sleep? Right, Shakira, if you're here, how long have I been on here now? Has another hour just passed and I haven't noticed? That has just happened, hasn't it? Or was that only 20 minutes ago? I've lost all concept of time. No. I've been on for 2 hours and 20 minutes or something, have I? 2 hours, 20 minutes, two. Right, business, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, or wherever this resonates, because like I said, the messages are just wherever. Declutter and release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So again, block out distractions. Oh God, all these messages are needed because again, this is important for everyone. Block out the distractions that are coming your way to stop you from doing good in the world, being with your twin flame, or following your soul's calling. Really, they're all connected. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule, working environment by turning off electronics. I pulled this for myself at the weekend, by the way. That's why I put out that message, which a few people scarily resonated with there. So you might watch it if you didn't see it. Yeah, I was just like, nah, I'm just, I'm just going inwards and I feel better for it. Avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. And again, it doesn't matter what sign you are, that feels like it's very in line with the message I've been channeling all night about that. If you're noticing distractions or people popping up left, right, and center, it's all just distractions trying to pull you off your path away from the people that are meant to be in your life. And you'll know because it'll be dramatic. Is it already 2.5 hours? Fucking hell. Thank you for that. It'll be dramatic. So wherever the drama's at, you're being pulled away. It's trying to pull your distraction away from good things that are coming. So For an Angel just came on again, and I just pulled that card about angelic guidance. Love and support is trying to bring helpful people your way. Celebrate your wins, yes. So spend time celebrating your wins and focus on what is going right rather than what isn't going right. Lead your metamorphosis, like take back control of your life and make it go the right way, damn it. Right, so rebel like the Scorpio energy. Oh, fuck, be like the Phoenix rising, because that's still on the top of the deck. Rebel, right. What's the self-care message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, or whoever's resonating with this? That intensity is still very much around, but it's not as bad as it was. So I'm glad at least I've had a bit of clarity on at least someone I might be picking up on, but I still think there's more. Right, so authenticity, that's the same one Scorpio got as well. Live life for you, not the audience in your head, again, or the people that you feel like you need to keep them happy. Because if you live your life to keep other people happy, whether it's family, friends, lovers, definitely colleagues, business, you're just going to, I shouldn't you point that out, you're going to regret it. So live your life for you. Positive affirmations and build yourself up by feeding your mind positive affirmations. I can do it. I am worthy. I am loved. All this kind of stuff. I'm abundant. Make yourself a wee vision board, whether it's an electronic one or just having words or pictures that represent what it is you want. Like I've done that for years, where it's like you could have your screensaver as a picture of something that for business, for love, for any area of life that you know what it means. It doesn't need to make sense to anybody else. You know what it means. And rest. So yeah, I really do feel like this retrogrades are exhausting Sagittarius placements there. Right. So let's go to the heart chakra messages now. What else do we need to know? Balance. And again, it's because you're needing to rest and integrate the light codes that are coming in, because for some Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whoever's resonating with this, again, twin flame union is on the horizon, but tower moments are happening first to both twin flames or one of the twin flames. And if it's one of them, it just means that you've went through yours already. But it's like, again, metamorphosis. It's big changes happening to things breaking down for better to be brought together. And that's not even the same, but that's what they just said it to me, like, yeah, open up. It's opening you up. It's your heart being cracked open. It's like in that Work Your Light Day, the one it's like, cracked open. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Yeah, that is the right way, isn't it? But yeah, it's about, and it's the physical world. So again, it's so that you open up to what matters. Darkest fears, but that's somebody's need to push through their a lot of, like, that's Nine of Swords. So it's like not being able to sleep, not knowing what to do next. You need to change your focus, heart chakra, on how things could work out rather than how everything's fallen to shit. That's what I heard. Right, so here, that'll be the cards. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah, so live in the present moment. Your spiritual journey is beginning again. Welcome to the awakening. It feels like I'm really picking up on people that are coming across not so nice stuff in the world, things that you hadn't, like, the veil is being lifted for these placements. Yeah, the veil is being lifted is what I want to say there on personal situations. But it feels so good has just come on, Sonique. So I feel that means that the light is cracking through the darkness soon. It means that, like, you're starting to see the light in the dark, but I do feel it's not for everyone, but I'm picking up on people that are in very much and not such a good place on their spiritual awakening. Yeah, separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. And I feel it's got a lot to do with actually being apart from your twin flame. So it can be that you've never met them before and you're just fed up of being alone. But this more feels like it's because you've actually at least met them once, or you're aware of who they are, or perhaps you'd had, closer kind of experiences with them. Or again, you might have actually been a couple or something, you might have been married. It can be all different situations, but I feel it's, you've got to focus on you right now and enjoying the present moment and your spiritual journey. Perhaps, I know, like, perhaps this is like twin flames that have met when they're younger and like been together and even got married or something, and then they've needed to part because someone needs to, you both need to follow your true calling, find yourself, and your for someone it might be like your spiritual career or something. That's for a lot of twin flames. And so it could be that, yeah, separation has come to an end. I'll just pull some more cards on that. Or it could be that, again, you've been together and now you're apart and someone can't understand why you're apart. Yeah, because I'm being shown something that actually happened to. And that's what your spiritual awakening is. Like, the pain of being apart from this person. And that would be because, again, you would be, I'd imagine, it would be more like a best friend sort of thing. And give me some more on that, like, specifically give me some more details on if this has been like people that have been together and then they're going through a hard time. So it might not even be that that you've actually like literally separated if you were even together. It might just be that you're like, it's just a weird period. Yeah, it's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. I do think this is people that have been that are married or something, and they're either on the verge of splitting up or just feeling like things aren't good. Yeah, because I'm just getting total confirmation of clients that make sense to. It's time to think of everything that you've married in your. So again, and look at the anchors, right? And I always say that it's like your twin flame. If you did know them at some point, again, I suppose you would have had to spend at least a bit of time with them to kind of know that. But they would have a calming influence on you. So perhaps whenever you're not in such calm place, you would notice that this person just has a calmness over you and you to them. But it's about, I'm feeling whoever this is for, it's focus on the qualities that you love in this person rather than what's going wrong, because I really do feel you could be building, and I really, just, it's like a warning not to throw something away, like, and to work on it, perhaps even, get therapy, like couples counseling or something. So this is a really specific message. Boundaries, having sensible boundaries is important, and it just feels it's about you just getting more of it. Perhaps you've worked a lot on self-love, and where you wouldn't have kind of paid attention to stuff like that, you are now, and it's actually causing a bit of problems before. And that song Heaven's just come on, it's causing a bit of problem before it gets better. Codependency, because perhaps you're a bit codependent with one another, and it's just about once you recognize that and you get a bit of healing and heal yourself, and you can free yourself from that habit and take back control of your life. But I feel it's causing a bit of issues before it gets better. So again, specific messages, book a session if that's yours. But that song seems like a good sign that it's like, well, I'm not going to sing it, but anyway, that's definitely, Christ, that's so crazy. That is definitely the case, because it's a bit like lying in someone's arms and all that. So it's like, again, it's like, I doubt if you've not even done that, you're going to be thinking about that. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now's the time to give it to yourself. Yeah. So I'm still adamant that there's vulnerability. Someone's feeling alone. Some, their twin flames going through their dark night soul, but I feel like this is not twin flames that have not. I feel it's people that have actually been still in a relationship, or whether you're actually split up or just feeling alone in the same house, some shit like that. Right. You speak to me through music. Well, now it is the ones that are apart, unless again you could get signs when it's I can tell when I get bored of channeling this, because it's like towards the end and it's like I just saying that word so much. Hope that you can forgive me one day. This is people that are apart. I can't stop thinking about you. I suppose this has come in because that was a juicy one for people that were married or whatever. So this is for people that are apart. Your twin flame gets the signs of you through music. They might have even, sent you a song or something. Like an act, they might have, if you speak to them, they might have actually sent you a song. Or it's just when you hear a song, you're like, I feel like that's them talking to me. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I can't stop thinking about you. I want you. It's not I love you, it's I want you. So I hide behind material things. I feel that might be someone that actually it's not really that clear that they feel like that way, but they do. The timing just wasn't right for us. Yes, that all ties together. Did I pull one of them yet? Balance. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. This is reminding me of marriage. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yeah, so sending lots of love to everyone picking up on there. And again, I was actually being shown people I know. Right, so Capricorn now. 3 more to go. Who's hung in there? Who's still here? You drink more of that. Suck it up, babe. Fucking hell, I'm trying to. Right. Right. Capricorn, hard worker. And we've got the work message or the money message. Abundance mindset. Well, indeed, Capricorn is about that. They are ruthless when it comes to career. Declutters on the bottom again there. Everyone's getting rid of the shit that doesn't serve them and pulling what they do deserve. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Again, I feel Capricorn is really focused on Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus, or again, whoever the message is resonating with, focused on that abundance mindset, being grateful. Again, I've said this a lot, but being grateful for what you do have rather than what you don't have, and knowing that when you're grateful for the slightest of things, and if you've got an absence of love in your life, appreciate the love that is in your life, the love that you get from other people, the love that you have for yourself. If you don't have love for yourself, focus on having love for yourself, especially if you're a twin flame. Not especially, everyone needs to love themselves, but again, that if you want to be with your twin flame, that's going to be a problem if you don't love yourself. But again, your twin flame can help you with that too. So you don't need to be a perfect person to be your twin flame. It makes it sound like you need to have your shit together, but you don't. It's just it's intense. That's what I'm saying. So you need to be ready for it. That's why twins often stay away from one another, or they more come in and out of each other's lives, is what the majority of twin flames would do. But if you're the kind of person that can't be bothered with that flighty kind of someone coming in and out your life, you might not have done that, and you might have just stayed away from each other. Thank you for letting me know you're here, Shakira. Integrate your knowing. Again, yeah, they've stated again, so that's very relevant for the Capricorn placements, and whoever is resonating with that is, when the time has come together, when the time has come to reunite with your twin flame again, it will be because you've integrated your divine feminine, divine masculine, and then you'll be in the flow of money. So again, if you find that you're having problems with money, see when your twin flames, you won't. And it's not because they're like, hey, I got that money, honey. It's kind of like, it's well, they might, but it's because your energies are working in harmony together. So that's why, a lot of true twin flames, again, there's not a lot of them. You might find that they'll come up with some kind of something to help a lot of people in the world, which will just end up making a lot of money, but that wasn't the focus. It's because twin flames are here to help and heal people. I just need to put on a bit of lip gloss. See, this is at Capricorn. It's like Capricorn's getting it tight. They're getting a rough ride. A lot of planets in Capricorn. Oh my God, I need to sit. I need to take a minute. I need a fucking break when I'm doing this. I'm tuning into that Capricorn hard working. Oh my God. I'm getting a sore back, but it's because I've been sitting here for ages now. Unless somebody has got an actual sore back. Right. But I think it is just because I'm doing this. Right. So, self-care, on that note, it'd be funny if I pull out massage again. I need to book a massage. Music. Heal through music. Maybe you had the sad songs on the Cancer full moon. I had a bit of a cathartic time doing that. Self-worth. Elevate. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. That seems to be a running theme throughout all these messages for everyone. Look at the stars. And again, you might want to pay attention to where the moon's at, all that kind of jazz. It might be about, particularly with business stuff, like you might want to look at where the new moon in Aquarius, the next one is for you around the 2nd of February, or where the full moon in Leo is. Right. What else do we need to know for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, or whoever's resonating with this? Take the lead. Yeah, take the lead. And that's very Capricorn energy. Take the lead spiritually. I feel like, again, part of your spiritual awakening, or further heightened spiritual awakening, if you've been on this a while, or again, if this is your twin flame that's newly awakened, like they are stepping up into their divine masculine energy, whether you are a man or woman. And it's because you're changing your focus on what truly matters, following your heart, and now they can see how it works. And that's why the money's coming together again. So there's obviously a lot of Capricorn placements getting their shit together and therefore being able to be with their person. And I wouldn't expect any less because they're hard working. Again, like I've always said, you know, whenever I'm led to get specific like readings from people, it's Capricorn Sun people that can read me really well. It's really strange. Yeah. Like I don't do it on purpose. It's just like I was like, oh my God, like people I'm drawn to are all Capricorn. So weird. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it, but it's because they're hard working. It's people that show up every day and they really work very hard for the collective. Again, like if they're twin flames or healers or what it's, they don't need to be a twin flame, but what I'm saying is it's Capricorn people work hard, like they put in the work, you know what I mean, like where other people don't, basically. But they are ruthless in business too, I might add. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, but I just love how direct Capricorn is. In fact, that's my first house. So, right, so it gets boundaries. Capricorn is boundaries, you know, they've got good, but maybe that's why I'm so drawn to them because, oh, look, boundaries. Boundaries. Having sensible boundaries is important. I feel, you know, I'm drawn to Capricorn healers in particular because, well, look at me. I've been sitting on here for hours, 3 hours now or something. It's I respect how good Capricorn people are with boundaries. So good influence on me. Sag Moon. I'm all about the giving. You know what I mean? It's like, you want 1 card, I'm going to give you 10. And then, you know, then I've got to have my boundaries with that because it's what it is. Right. Anyway, stop chatting, Claire. Chatting, channeling, same thing. Oh my God, what did I say? Union is here for the Capricorn peeps. So you're already in union, or because you work that fucking hard, harder than anyone else, harder at your healing, harder at your work. So you're with your person, right? We've got telepathic yin yang and union. It sounds like I'm joking. I'm not even joking. I bet you a lot of twin flames and union or Capricorn somewhere. But if you're not, you will be soon. But I'm feeling this is for people that are already together. Telepathic, close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. That's why I always say, if you're missing your twin flame, right, whether you know who they are or not, just put your hand on your heart and talk to them, especially if you can feel like, oh Christ, what's going on with me? I just felt something when I done that. But like I literally felt like a fiery heat to my heart. So again, that it's, well, it's just proving what I said, but it's like, just put your hand in your heart and be like, whatever, you know, whatever you're feeling, just talk to them. You know what I mean? Like night or I don't know. Like whatever, hi, whatever you want to say, you know what I mean? Or like, I'm just sending you love for whatever it is you're going through, like, because I'm feeling like shit. So what is it you're going through? Do you know what I mean? Like, just talk to them. Oh, beach. Oh my God. I loved that song when I was younger. Me too. Anyway, I'm recording that shit. I fucking loved that song when I was younger. Anyway, so like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Yes, again, it's like, you know, a lot of twin flames can actually look like one another. And if they don't actually look like one another, they have weird things like their eyes can be similar, even though they might not be the same color, or they might have a similar smile or similar laugh, or it might not be physical. It might be like their character. Like, you know, if one's really kind, the other one's going to be really kind. That's not always obvious, actually, I might add. Anyway, there's lots of different things like this. And anyway, if other people don't see it, you'll be able to see it and you'll be like, why is that person a little bit, I don't know, you'll just be drawn to them. Or like there's just a whole lot of weirdness going on. Right, union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. So like I said, it's because the Capricorn people work hard, they deserve it. That song might be significant actually, because I stopped at the look deep within my heart, you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as ocean. Now, isn't that strange that I've done that? It's nothing's a coincidence. Right, stars might be significant here. And I'm feeling to pull another one. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Well, see what I mean? It's just twin flames that are already together. They're already like they've worked through their shit and they're just having fun. I'm actually being shown like Capricorn places that like I know that is the case. This is just so funny. Right. Like loads of people. It's so funny. Right. Anyway. Right. So give us the ones for the people that aren't together, Spirit, because that's what these messages are more about. We've got, I want to be more than friends. The one that's round the wrong way. You were the best thing in my life. We're back to the Bryan Adams song one. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. That reminds me of that song as well, you know, late night in the middle of June, whatever. It was because that's what this connection is. Fuck knows who designed. I don't know. Don't ask me, right? I've just been sent here as a light warrior to help talk about it and teach about it and drag myself kicking and screaming. And it's but that's what it's like when you're in that bit of it. You're like, what the fuck? Why am I just like, what? Why is this so strong? Why now? Like, after all this time, we both know I'm not for you. Again, somebody doesn't feel good enough for someone. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So the shit went down. I look for you everywhere. Oh God, that's enough. Right, so I'm feeling the heavy Capricorn energies. Right. Not the right time yet. So it wasn't the right time. Look for a sign. I feel though it is the right time now. No need to worry. Romance is coming. Yeah. So it wasn't the right time in the past, but it will be soon, and you will know all about it. Or like I say, it's because you're already there because of what I said prior. Right. We've got 2 left now. Precognition, psychic ability, future vision. And again, like someone knows this, like 13, this is divine feminine, like divine feminine, like the Capricorn placement, whoever this resonates with, she knows this. Like again, might actually have strong psychic ability, has actually saw it like long before divine masculine. Look at this is just fucking mental. I just said divine feminine, right, when I showed the precognition, right? Mystic, psychic, seer, whatever. And then I was like, before divine masculine, and that was on the back, the subconscious, right? Divine masculine, electric, active power. So that is what's difficult about it, is that won't always be the case, but it usually is. And it won't always be that the length of it, that the divine feminine has actually had some sort of insight, and it could have been even years in advance to what this connection was before the divine masculine did. So again, it's like you can't be angry at someone for not seeing what you did, because yes, it takes ages when I'm doing the sign charlottes, because they weren't spiritually awakened to the love yet, you know. So they didn't care about you, but they didn't have that love because they weren't spiritually awakened to it yet. But they do now, so they'll be reaching out. But you know, in the physical, either to tell you that or because they need help with something. Again, and this is the root chakra, physical again. Right, so right, Aquarius. Oh, Charlotte, you're here in time for Pisces because you're Pisces, aren't you? So I'm doing Aquarius first, and then I'll be on to Pisces, and then I'm going to go and get something to eat, and I'm going to go to my bed. And then I'll be back to do the Mars in Capricorn messages tomorrow. And we'll bring a bit of lightness and sexual energy because Mars is the sex sign. Tonight got a bit intense. It's some bits, right? So Aquarius, we've got, I just burped there. See, it's me clearing energy. That's my excuse anyway. Nah, it really is. So positivity, faith and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. Again, interferences on the twin flame journey in particular, it's I wouldn't say to be expected because you don't want to attract it in, but it's not like that, right? That's why I don't like a lot of the law of attraction. It's not like, I mean, I've done that tonight actually. It's not as if you talk about something, you're going to make it happen. If it's already happened, it's already happened, right? So like, yeah. It's more just, again, it's like to do with that psychic ability card that I just picked up. It's if somebody has the gift of vision, as obviously I do, calling myself crystal clear visions, it can be an amazing thing, definitely amaze other people, but it can be a real burden if you see things far in advance that you'd rather not know, because it can prevent you from living out parts of your life. But again, it is the way it is. Like, again, I can only speak from my personal experience, that I just accept that is my gift and crack on with it, really. But it's kind of like, I really do feel that this is not allowing interferences or apparent hurdles to get in the way of your success, because this is the money success card, of your abundance, of your true happiness, of love, true love, whatever applies here. All of it, though. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Don't be kind of like, that's toxic positivity. If you're like, oh, don't talk about that because you'll make it happen. I'd kind of, it's not as simple as that. If you, especially if you have a gift like mine and you're just super psychic detective, psychic with certain things, it's because I've done that before, where you're like, oh, I'm just being paranoid. I've definitely done it with things in the past, a lot of stuff actually, like what I've spoke about tonight. And I've had people, oh, no, you're just being paranoid. Oh, you're crazy, and then it's like, no, it turns out it was fucking spot on. And it's about stuff you'd rather not be spot on about. So that's what I'm meaning. It's not really, it's like when I've said, like when I get a not nice feeling about someone not liking me, or someone not liking somebody close to me, or someone just, going to fuck someone over in business or whatever. It's all, listen, I hate that it's like that, but it's kind of handy too, isn't it? But it's, yeah, it can be a difficult part of that anyway, is what I'm trying to say. But yes, just notice the distractions and pull it back in and focus on your goals, and focus on what the amazingness is headed your way. Because believe me, people are coming out here, there and everywhere to pull you away from what is meant for you. So don't let them. That's what Spirit are saying. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance. And I know that's going to really mean something to a few Aquarius moons that I know. Manifest abundance, and that's the next new moon, remember, 2nd of February, along with the year of the tiger. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation, loving, optimistic terms, as that is what you attract for yourself and others. But again, like I said, it's not always as simple as that, because if it's someone like me, like say, I prevented myself for years, actually, more the earlier years I have on my page, but I wouldn't put out the more sort of darker stuff I was picking up on. But now I do, because again, today we've already seen with the comments there, like I felt, whether it's just reassurance for whatever said, like picking up, for divine feminines about might be getting, again, because you don't want to go the other way and be like, oh my God, that's what's happening with my, like, you just, again, you find out when you're meant to find out these things, right? But it's more just, that was more of a warning for the men out there, like not to be fooled, like don't get yourself in a situation where you're drunk or something and vulnerable, and yeah, before you know it, it's like, oh shit. You might not have intentions for something, but other people do out there, right? So accept and receive the good kind. Yeah, but them together means about accept and receive the good kind, like, the kind that you deserve, the kind of love, the kind of business, money coming to you if you're doing good in the world. Right. Self-care message for Aquarius placements. It's like, I can think of something that happened to me once, that I had a challenging situation in my life, and it was business. And, I was kind of, I was judging myself for like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking bad of that person, shooing it away. And then I came across a collective message, and it was fucking bang spot on, exactly when I needed it. And that's why I know I turn up exactly when at least someone needs it, but usually it's a few people. It happened the other day with the one I put out on Friday there. And yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you know, God, the angel spirit, great spirit, you know, works in mysterious ways. If someone needs to get a message, they will make sure it's delivered. It's like when people are calling out to their loved ones in spirit. Like whenever I used to go in the Facebook Live, so it'll now happen on here. It's often the case I get pulled on here, but now I'm on here most days, but I'll get pulled on when it's someone's anniversary. But now it'll just be, I'll say something that the person would have said that's in spirit on, you know, whatever, whoever's at, because I'm on here most of the time. And I won't know. Like a lot of the time, I wouldn't even notice. So it's like notice. And if you're not crazy, if you think, wow, I feel like that's a message coming through from my loved ones in spirit. I mean, sometimes I might feel it. A lot of the time I don't. I've noticed, but I noticed on the Facebook Live because people would be like, "Oh my god, I've just been to a funeral, or I've just it's you know my granny's anniversary, or whatever." It was non-stop. It was constant. But what the point of me channeling that is, if it weren't for that day when I was feeling really uneasy and coming across collective message, it was a darker kind of message, but it lifted something in me, that my feeling was right. And you just can feel it when it hits your heart, like whether it's an amazing message or something that's like shit. Yeah, you know when something's for you. And it's like I can think of things in the past, again, when I've felt something was strongly, I can think of loads of times I've felt something was strongly paced, and I've had people be like, no, you know, it's not even, you're way off. And it's like, no, spot on again. And again, these are the things you don't want to be right about. Connect with the earth, connect with crystals. So again, Aquarius, there's a real need to be grounding yourself at this time, probably because the Mercury retrograde is in your sign, although it's about to move. Trust yourself is what I'm saying. Trust yourself, because it can be toxic positivity. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video, because I can't see when people like it. Blossom. It's your time to blossom. Right. Okay. So let's move on to the other love messages, because I've got one more to do and I need to eat. There's nothing I won't do. I can't keep my... That just came on. You can tell I've got the Clubland channel on, eh? That might be significant to someone. Someone a raver out there. Yeah, right. So, guilt. Oh, that one again. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness, Aquarius people, or whoever this is resonating with. Move your ass. The guys wearing a t-shirt said, "Move your ass." Yeah, get on with it. Like, you know, have the talk, have the heart to heart. Deception, release the mask. Boundaries. I feel that's like somebody feeling like somebody's not going to be even open to listening to them. Because if you think about it, if someone's feeling guilty and they were wearing a full self mask, or they maybe still are, and they're just like, yeah, that person's not even going to hear me out. But you're wrong, because it's time to think of everything that you admire about your partner. Honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. So again, if you're already with this person, it's about actually, yeah, a lot of the things they will. Well, they will like that about you, but yeah, they might be shitting themselves with that situation anyway. But I'm just trying to think if you, oh no, it doesn't make sense if you don't know them. Anyway, right, I'm getting tired now. But maybe if you think about what I was channeling about, it's like someone's feel guilty and there's just a tiredness in that kind of like, yeah, exhausted feeling. That's what I'm tuning into there. Exhausted to the journey of life. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, but again, it's about supporting your person, whether, again, if you don't know them, then just continue on your healing, and whoever this person is will come in your life when they're meant to. If you do know them, it shouldn't really matter though. Again, it matters more if you know them. It's about, if you're getting fed up, exhausted, waiting on your twin flame, then you're not doing, I don't want to say you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, but kind of, you know what I mean? It's like you're maybe focused on yourself and so busy loving life, focused on yourself, that the time just passes and then they're there. Easier said than done. Right, so reconsider. Again, we're in the retrograde, so it's people that are in a place of reviewing, reconsidering, resting because they're exhausted, going through their spiritual awakening. It's just reevaluating, right? People are reevaluating their decisions, their life choices, healing. So patience. I feel and big happy changes are on the horizon though. So again, have patience. This more felt like I was talking to a divine feminine that needs to have patience with a divine masculine. That's to be honest, regardless of what sex, that's what it felt like. It's like somebody's fed up with someone's healing process, but I feel it's like that reminder of you have to remember when you were in that place and it's rough. This situation will improve. So again, if you are the person in that, then you're still here. What are you on now? Me and your pal. Hello, what one? I'm just about to do Pisces and I'm going. Don't stop. Yes, I am going to stop spirit because I've been here for ages. So, righty ho. Did I pick one of the love heart ones? Charlotte, were you here? Did I pick one of the? I did, didn't I? Yes. Let's do these ones now. So, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My life is not as together as it seems. So again, either you are making out your life is more together than it seems, or they are. I'd imagine this would be social media and stuff. Or again, if they're local, they might seem cutting about, whatever. You wouldn't know if you don't know them though. I know that I crossed a line with you. Oh, that's funny when I was talking about boundaries again. So, oh, hello. How are you doing? Why are you not in your bed? I feel you even though we're apart again, so that could be pretty weird if they're picking up on the spiritual connection there, especially if they weren't even into any of that. I mean, but even when you are aware of it, it can be weird because you're like, wait a minute, this isn't mine. I am so attracted to you, yes, and of course you are, because your twin flame is. I feel you leave me behind. The ascension process, yeah, you know, you would not be attracted to anyone else more than that person, to be honest. Doesn't mean you don't get attracted to anyone else ever, but and yeah, you may have even picked people over them at one point if you know them, but eventually you're always pulled back to where it feels like home, your soul. That's really intense and deep, but it's true. Right, so that's a good question. I just went to go to bed and found him awake. And it's not even a full moon. So what is your excuse? Finn, what have you got to say to that? Right, so now we can go on to finally, last but not least, Pisces. Charlotte, you still here? Oh my goodness me. Oh, my back. And that's because when we get to Pisces, we're at the last sign. We're exhausted. We've lived many lives. We're an old soul. We're soaking up the collective unconscious. Again, I'm in my 12th house transit as Pisces energy, so I'm exhausted because I'm just forever tuning into the collective energy of twin flames, which, let me tell you, that's a bit of a roller coaster, and of the world. And then my own journey of life. It's fun. Right, so why do I feel like I want to bend over here? Hopefully my dignity is intact. Staying focused, hold the course, Pisces. So don't get pulled here, there, and everywhere. You just got an extra special card that was on the floor. Business, we've got God as your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens a doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there's plenty of abundance for all to share. Watch me get like all this energy all of a sudden because I know I'm on the last sign. I'm like, yeah, I can go and eat. Right, so. Wow, that took 4 hours. I think I made a joke about this taken 4 hours. How I feel every day, yeah, I know, because I was channeling Pisces energy, you know, old souls. And it's, believe me, it's how I feel with my Pluto there. It's, again, that is not, my placement that I've got in the 12th house is a powerful placement once you learn how to transmute your own pain and work with it, which is why I was so this is going to be relevant to someone that's a Pisces placement or whoever stayed this long. But again, let's face it, people at this point on replay will have fallen asleep unless they were doing the dishes or keeping busy. Good night and good night, Finn. But yeah, once you learn how to transmute your own pain enough, which never stops with that placement, it's yeah, powerful. That's why I'm able to really help people, the really deep stuff. And there's not a whole lot that shocks me. Like whether it's shitty news coming my way or difficult stuff coming, like you name it, I've been betrayed by those closest to me over a number of decades. I've been backstabbed, that's the same as betrayed. I've been shocked by people that you think are on your side and then they're not. I've been all these lovely things. But it's not hardened me to life. I've still got the most amazing, beautiful, close best friends around me. I've got amazing family. I love my work. Otherwise, I would be sitting here for 4 hours doing this. And it just keeps getting better. Life just keeps getting better. But I still, you know, that is still amongst shitty times. And let me tell you, some of this stuff is not, you know, it's not happened too long ago. So if I could be the Phoenix rising and get through shit like that, so can you, my friend, my soul family friend out there. Pisces, you are epic. So obviously when I was saying all of that, that's going to resonate with someone out there. I feel April. So we've got the 4th here. So it might be the 4th February is going to be significant. That's a couple of days after the new moon in Aquarius. I would say that is the new moon in Aquarius energy. So it could be specific for somebody tuning in for this right now. Again, it's all of us really in some way. But yeah, you know, remember your work. I feel I want to say, like, remember that you, I would never say epic. That word annoys me. It's like awesome, epic. It's just, these words annoys me. But it's kind of like you're amazing is what I would change that to. You know what I mean? Remember that you are amazing. God is your source. Hold the course, you know. That was your wee business message. Right, so your self-care message is, Toka's miracle has just come on. Pisces is about, expect a miracle. Surrender for a miracle, more like. Magic and miracles. Breathe. But again, it's also about exhaustion, mental health stuff. When you're more sensitive, the calmer you are, the more time slows down and the easier it is to get everything done. So I feel these retrogrades could have been really taxing on your energy. Authenticity. Live life for you, not the audience in your head. Again, this is about, and again, Pisces is about where we can morph into other people. So it can be quite hard for Pisces placements in particular to find what your authentic self is. It can take quite, you are totally epic, Charlotte. It can take, it can take till somebody is quite a lot older actually to really get a handle of who you are, because you are the chameleon and you soak up other people's energy, you know, without even really consciously meaning to. But once you start to work out more of who you truly are, yeah, you'll live a life for you rather than for other people, you know. It's kindness. It's because it's about unconditional love and kindness. Yeah, self-worth, elevate. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. So there's a strong message coming through here that, you know, you're amazing. You know, you're provided for by source. Breathe when you're feeling not so amazing, and, you know, just know that you're, that's really like a double message, you know that you are epic, like, you know, you are amazing. Right, so clean your space. That's a bit of a cheeky message. Look, clean your space, I could take it, but it's kind of like, you know, I feel it's about, that's about saging. I know she's cleaning a window, but I more feel it's about wherever there's energy in the home that needs to be cleared. Oh, actually, I may be doing that after this, doing a bit of house cleaning for people, distant house cleaning. Right, so We've got sacral chakra again, release. So I feel there's a bit of death and transformation going on. I mean, like death of a situation, you know, could be rebirth, like letting go of the old you to be born again. Divine feminine energy with the 13 there. 13th of February might be significant. Robbie Williams' birthday. Who else's birthday? It's someone else's birthday. Can't remember. And sacral chakra, yeah. So again, this is about self-worth. So that was a really like spot on message. Like it's really all connecting. Right. So sounds spot. Oh, you just said spot on as I said that, and I hadn't saw what you say. Sounds spot on, especially a conversation I've just had this evening. Oh, interesting. God was watching, spirit, and then they spoke it through me to confirm to you. So look out for the opportunities for romance, apparently. And if you're like, Claire, what are you talking about? There's no opportunities for romance. Romance yourself, whatever that means to you. Abundance, you know, make yourself feel good. That did not sound right. Right, so I'm gonna just pop these down here, and then we're gonna. It's all right, Claire, you're nearly at the end. Self-soothing. Oh. Shakira's probably fallen asleep. Have you, Shakira? When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. Yeah, so again, it's about that Pisces energy tuning in. This retrograde is really sort of, to me, that card is like, is this going to matter in 5 years, 10 years? Like what you're afraid to take action with in particular, I feel. What you're overthinking about, what you're worried about. In 10 years' time, if you don't like, are you basically it's kind of, I think it helped, maybe not 10 years, but 5 years or a year from now, you know, are you going to be proud of yourself that you took the scary action, that you said, fuck it, let's go? Or are you going to regret it if you don't? And it's quite funny that I mentioned Robbie Williams, because his song's No Regrets. It's a bit depressing on that, isn't it? No regrets. They don't work, no regrets, the only hurt. Anyway, romance myself. Is that permission to make the Valentine's brownie I saw on TikTok yesterday? Oh, what did that comprise of? That sounds good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Valentine's a load of shite anyway, isn't it? I mean, like, don't get it wrong. It's not as if, you know, if somebody wants to give you roses and cards and flowers and shit, you're not exactly going to be like, see, when you see these people at Valentine's saying that, like, oh my God, I told them not to. Like, oh, shut up. Do you know what I mean? Everybody loves flowers. Like, one of my best friends literally brings me roses every time she sees me. And although I've said to her, you really don't need to do that. When she doesn't do it, I'm like, oh man, it's not a roses day. But again, you know, I did mean it. I was like, listen, you do not, but that's her love language, you know, that is, and I love flowers, like any flowers. But it's like I said when I've been picking up on stuff about Valentine's Day, it's well, actually, when you're with your twin flame, every day will seem like Valentine's, especially if you've been away from them for a long time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, it just makes me laugh when it's kind of like, how can your twin flame say sorry? Well, just trap them in your room for a while, and I'm pretty sure they can think of a few ways to say sorry. Do you know what I mean? That's my guide saying that. That's not me. I'm joking. Anyway, but it's kind of like, I can't be serious. I can't come back from that. I can't come back. I can't go back from it. Anyway, avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. But you know what that's about? With what I just said, that is about, because if you don't know who you're, sorry, I'm really laughing now. If you don't know who your twin flame is, you've literally been, you know, it's like it feels like this imaginary relationship that you've been having in your head. Even worse, if you've known who they are, or you know who they are, if you've known who they are a very long time or whatever, or again, it's pretty shit too. If you met them, you've had something and then they've ran away because they're like, oh my God, I can't handle this. And then you have to see them with other people. That's as Sasha or whatever, just come on the TV. Stay, don't run away. But you know what I mean? It's that's what I mean about, especially if you knew who they are. When they come back, it will feel like Valentine's every day, because you've been living this fantasy in your head, you know. And then the person's, it's why I've said before that people that are in that situation, it does just remind me of again, that's a dark film, but if you've the things I've been channeling recently, I know why that film. I only seen it once, but I never forgot, especially the ending, because it was like it's really emotional. You could just, if you can't be bored watching the film, just Google it. Christ, you're still alive. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. Jesus Christ, you're still alive. Yeah, it's because I'm going through all the signs. I thought you said you're still alive. Yeah, I'm still alive. Just, but yeah, Wicker Park. I tried to find it on Prime, and I tried to get the. I think I'll just need to get the DVD on eBay or something. But it's, yeah, I don't want to ruin it because it's a good. Was it a good film? I don't like It's not a horror. It's more of a thriller, and it's a romantic. It's a romantic thriller, I would say, but it's a head fuck as well. The kids are in bed now, aren't they? But yeah, it's just interesting. It's interesting because it's about people. I would say they are twin flames in that. Again, I'll need to watch it again. I'll let you know. But it's like, it's the fact that it's like you wouldn't believe the lengths that other people have went to keep these two apart. And it's like, what's the big deal? But clearly they had work to do in the world. And yeah, and it's just that it's more when, oh, I've just ruined it, but it's when these two people connect again. It's, yeah, it's like you can't believe that they're actually real. So that's why it's like you're in a different dimension from your twin flame, even if you live in the same country or you don't live that far away. It's like you've just been living in different dimensions if you haven't seen them for years. So let love show you how to learn from each other. Right, so Pisces, trust the romantical soulmate Pisces energy to bring out the romantic bit there. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and you know that, Pisces, because you're psychic. And we've all got Pisces somewhere. You deserve love. You are lovable. That more feels like for the person that needs to believe that, which I feel I'm speaking to right now. The people that need to believe they are lovable to attract that person in their life, that's who that's for. Right, so you got Prime. I watch American Gods. Watch the trailer first and see what you think. There's a twin flame kind of storyline. All right, I've not heard of that one. I know that with the new Matrix, that's very twin flamey, isn't it? I've not seen it, but I've seen people saying that. I lost myself for a little while. Fucking hell, there's that one again. So going off the beaten track, going where they thought the grass was greener. Where that applies, right? I want to feel that way again, but it can't be that good if they're wanting to feel that way again with you. Right, so finding out the truth crossed me, but again, right, I feel that that's about like finding out the truth about this. Oh my God, rapture. Fucking hell, is that not like something from the Bible? Well, let's pretend we didn't see that when we're at Pisces. That's a bit scary. But it's basically finding out the truth crushed me, like finding out the truth about, oh my God, what the hell? Like, what have I been in here? Like, what is life? Like, what is this spiritual journey? What is this connection? I feel you even though we're apart. And if, again, this is because if you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus, or your person is like that, yeah, they're going to be incredibly tuned in. You don't need to be, but you'll be even more. I feel I left when I saw you with someone. All right, now it's just getting into it could be though. We need to let each other go. Again, that's because they don't feel good enough. And you'll be like, oh my God, that's so frustrating. But again, you know what I mean? They'll get there. Let the person heal. And they don't heal by you being like, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? They heal by you sending them love in your heart to theirs. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And I mean, I picked that card up again when I said it and I've done that earlier. That's how you know it's spirit. Right, okay, let's now pull this and it's time for my bed. Thank you for staying here the whole 400 hours. If you stayed here the whole time, I'm going to look for that. I've seen the new Matrix. It's not so bad. American Gods is 3 series. It's based on all the mythology around the world. I was hooked. Oh, interesting. Claire, were you here when I was talking about normal people? Have you seen that? I've watched it twice. I watched it once. I watched it once last year, or was it the year before? Oh no, was it? Aye. I can't remember, but I watched the whole series in a night. I sat up for like 5 in the morning. It's so funny because a friend of mine said, "You need to watch, like, you need to watch that. Like, you love that." I mean, some of it was pretty grim, but really beautiful as well. But yeah, and then I watched it again, like I don't know, like a few months ago before Christmas, anyway. And my God, I like fucking sobbed. Yeah, if you're wanting to do a fast track on your healing journey, especially if you're twin flame, watch that. Again, it might not resonate with everyone on the twin flame path, but it definitely will with some out there. Just about the miscommunication, right? So sacred breath and sound, communication. And look what I just said, miscommunication, and we've got communication. And isn't that interesting? Because if you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, that is like Pisces is confusion and illusion as well. So that's, oh my God, that's really interesting. 9 p.m. Has just come on, that ATV song, like the music channel, and I got drawn when the time was 9 o'clock. And I was going to say, like, there's something significant about 9 o'clock. So there's something significant about, I don't know if some kind of like someone's arranged, that's a weird time, but I don't know if someone's arranged to meet someone at 9 o'clock or somebody's calling someone at 9 o'clock that's watching this bit, but there's something, because that came earlier and I just ignored it, and then it's just come on the TV. That's really specific. Right. Communication. Yeah. And again, remember, miscommunication is happens on Mercury retrograde, which we're in, which was what this was for, and Venus retrograde, and we'll be coming out of them quite soon. So it's just, I suppose this is giving people a wee bit of hope. If things feel like they're a bit stuck and stagnant, things might start moving forward. They could obviously move forward at any time. Balance, and it's because you're gaining balance, or your person is. Thank you. If you listen to your Sun, Moon, Rising messages, is there one that has more significance or carries more weight? Oh, what a good question, Charlotte. That's I would feel that's a personal thing, right? Oh, Christ, we've got envy. We've got, do you know what that, excuse me, or there. That's when I'm clearing energy. But I know that you know that, but other people might not get that. This is actually about somebody, like, you can have, well, it can be picking up on the darker stuff that I've spoken about tonight, like somebody's envious, so just protect your energy from the haters out there. But also this is about like everything that you're envious that someone else has got, you can have too. So that could even go for, you know, when, if you're, yeah, your twin flame, like say if someone's feeling shit and someone's feeling good, they could be like, fucking hell, I want to be where that person is. And it's about, you know, like, again, ironically, that person can help you. So that's a message for someone too. What was I going to say? So yeah, that's a personal one, because I always say this, right? But I'm Aries, and I am very Aries, and I do tend to, when I listen to Aries messages, I do mostly resonate with them, but I strongly resonate with Scorpio messages, because I'm Scorpio rising and because I've got so much Scorpio in my chart. I probably resonate with Aries really strongly because I've got Venus in Aries too, right? So especially with stuff about love, I'm going to resonate with Aries and Scorpio anyway. Sagittarius moon, not so much, right? I'm Sag moon, and I only just recently started to listen to, if I saw a Sagittarius video, I only recently would bother listening to it, because I just, like, I don't know, I just, you know, how do we know anything? I just intuitively, like, whenever I listen to it, I was like, this doesn't resonate. But I would, you know, because this is quite deep, but again, I'm quite deep, I would say I just wasn't ready to be in touch with that part of me. And I mean, the moon is your hidden part, it's your feelings, it's your shadows. So perhaps I just wasn't wanting to face certain bits of myself, fuck knows. But I do listen now and they do resonate. So it's interesting, but they never did before. I used to listen, I'm like, that doesn't resonate. So weird shit. I'm just saying that for, I don't know if that's a Sag moon thing or that was just a me thing. But yeah, but with these messages, right, it's like what a few people have noticed that have dipped in and out of it. I'm taking these out now, actually. Oh no, I think I'm going to film something after. Unfortunately, for this is a very long video, but because these are primarily messages that are healing messages for people on the twin flame path, if they help someone that's not great, but they're for people on the twin flame path, there's messages hidden and weaved in and out all of the signs. So, that's what I'm saying. It's bad news because your message might be hiding somewhere that is not your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So yeah, but what do you resonate with more with usually, Charlotte? Like, you seem to resonate with Pisces there. Like, I don't mean tonight, I mean in general, like. But yeah, I would always listen. What's that? Oh, it's my jumper. I would always listen to. For me, it's your, like, say, it's so funny. Like, I tend to actually see people more as their rising than I do their sun sign. And sometimes I weirdly, like, there's people in my membership I can think of. I always sort of like see someone in particular as their moon sign, and I actually forget their sun sign all the time. So it's just that it's a strange way that I seem to remember people. Like, Dano, sometimes I do that with you, Charlotte. That's only recently that I'm like, I always go on about your Libra moon, don't I? And then you've got Sag rising and your Pisces. That's right tonight, isn't it? But yeah, and for anybody that doesn't know so your sun sign is just when you're born, right? So if you know your birthday, surely everybody knows their star sign. That's what your sun is. So right now, anybody that's birthdays around now is an Aquarius, right? So they're Aquarius sun. And then your moon, the way that you could find your moon is, well, your moon and your rising, all the other planets, is you put you need your exact date of birth, and you go to astro.com and you put in your exact time of birth, your place of birth, and you still might not be able to read the chart, but there's a wee list at the side, and it'll have like a sun and a moon, and then it'll have beside it, and then at the bottom it'll have your rising sign, same as ascendant. So at the bottom it'll have ASC or something, and then that's your rising sign, and these are your biggies. But again, you really want to be paying attention to your Venus as well, because that is love, it's what you value. So I'm very fiery because I've got Venus in Aries, as well as being in Aries. But then your Mars is your sex sign. It's taking action, but it is sex as well. So it's like that. Like, so for instance, tomorrow, if I've got any energy after doing this, I'm going to be, I think I might be dabbling with the old sexual tarot cards tomorrow. I'm not so sure I'll be showing them. I might just look at them myself and you can see the reaction, because it's probably pretty funny for people. But oh shit, I need to publish them from earlier. Happiness Happening. A song has just come on called Happiness Happening. Don't know what that is. So yeah, check that out and it'll be enlightening, because you'll be like, oh, my whole life makes sense. And yeah, I've been enjoying recently looking at twin, like when I've got people that know their twin flames and whatever, or like say I help some people that are together already. I like looking at the synastry because it's really pretty crazy. You can see all the karmic connections and all that going on. It all matters. Your north nodes as well, it's your destiny. The north nodes in Taurus now, like I've channeled about a lot, my north nodes are Gemini, and that's why here I am helping the twin flames most days, because that was my destiny. I was just somebody that left it to the last minute. I often do leave it to the last minute. So yeah, interesting. If I leave things to the last minute, that means my twin flame leaves things to the last minute. Fuck. Anyway, so right, so I just realized that. Right. I used to Pisces, but since I learned about my rising and moon, I find Sagittarius rising more. I'll have to, oh yeah, so see, that's fitting my theory. So that's like, that I resonate strongly more with Scorpio. Yeah. Oh, you have to show the cards tomorrow. Never mind tomorrow. Let's get them now. Right, honestly, right. Let's just pull one. It's like I want to, but I don't want to. It's like your twin flame. It's like you want to, but you don't want to. But I've been told I have to. Like, honestly, I've literally been told by Spirit I have to. And when people that I trust have channeled for me, it's the way I need to go, guys. I'll keep it classy, but I'm probably going. There's going to be a lot of laughter. This is sacred love, but some of the shit on here don't look sacred. People tying people to beds and everything. What the hell's going on there? Like, no judgment. Listen, if that's what you like, you do you. But wow, holy, you should see my laughter at the end of that first one. Actually, when I do publish that, right, which I'll do that, I think I'll do it tonight before I go to bed or tomorrow, but I will put them up. But the card I pull at the end, if you can tear your eyes away from what they're doing, Jesus. They do it. If you can tear your eyes away, watch this. My subscribers, listen, I'm going to fly to 1K when I get these cards out, and that's terrible. What does that say about the collective? It's like, yeah, she got the sex cards. Oh my god. Yeah, the card I pulled was actually the Four of Wands. So that's like union. Like that's the 11. Like that again is another union card. The candle just went out. The candle went out. It's time for me to go. But I'll pull one of these before I go. For what is the energy within the collective? Let's do 3 waves of twin flames, right? And we'll tune in to people that are near union, like because I was just talking about that. People that are nowhere near union. That's people that have just awakened. No, but that's confusing because twin flames will have just awakened, but then that can happen really fast. And then they're like, oh God, I need to go and be with my twin flame. And then you've got people that are newly awakened and, you know, they're just like, oh, I'm on this journey and they're still at the start of it and they're not near that. And you've got people in the middle, right? So I had to, but anyway, yeah, that card that I pull in the first one is, that's like an amazing card to get for that. I can't even remember what I said in that message. And then the other one wasn't so bad. I mean, it is still explicit, but it was more just like, Jesus. Anyway, so I had to sit through a lecture on sadomasochism for my degree. It's haunted me. Oh my God. There's certain, yeah, I mean, God, when I've seen certain scenes and programs or films when yeah, I can't watch horror, not this horror, but I'm not being funny, but right, I love the romance in 50 Shades of Grey, but see at the end, I'm like, ah, fuck, that's too much. I'd be like, I'd be getting up, getting dressed and being like, listen, I can't do this, right? The chemistry is insane, like, sex is made, but I'm away. Like, go and see a therapist. Do you know what I mean? Like, because obviously I'm going to say that though, because I am a therapist. I'm like, holy shit, man, he just needed a good cuddle and a cuddle. He just needed a cuddle and a therapist and some healing. And you know, don't entertain that hen. Jesus Christ, like, do you know what I mean? Too much. Each to their own. No judgment. A little bit, but wow, no. I can't remember the name. I don't think when all my pals were going to see the other one, I don't think I went to see it. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I think it came on the TV once. I don't know if I bothered watching it. Is the second one any good? There's only 2, eh? Right, anyway, right, so waves of twin flames. Let's test the, can I be serious? What we're going to go with, right? This is people that are, am I going to be that specific about? Let's pull one of these. So this is people that are, no, I'm not going to specify like newly awake. I'm just going to see what comes up. So this is just a wave of twin flames and then I'll tune in. Give me a minute, because once I get over the shock of what's going on in the card, I then have to work out what card it actually is. Oh my God. Fucking hell. Right. I think I've just picked the one where there's an orgy going on, so that's great. So I just don't. Oh, wait a minute. Is it meant to be like a mirrored image, or is it 4 people? No, it is 4 people, isn't it? My God. Anyway, oh no, maybe it is that she's holding a mirror and she's holding a cup. Right. So anyway, right. Once we get, so this is, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? So, but let's just be adults about this, guys. The kids really better be bit like, this is why, listen, this is why YouTube's a bad thing, right? Like, I can't control what people like. Bridget, your kids better be in bed, right? Those boys cannot be like, you know. So anyway, I'm just over explaining. Right. So basically, there's secrets. In this wave of twin flames, there's secrets. So this can be the secret that somebody's got deeper feelings in what they're letting on, or it could just be that you've got absolutely no fucking idea because they've ghosted you. There's silence, and I'm not shitting you. There's a song on the music channel called Silence right now, and I wondered whether it's, you know, and the moon is about silence, right? I'm actually the moon. I'm the moon and the hermit. It's about going inwards. But this is very psychic feel it. So again, this is again, I feel like it's a spiritual awakening, just insights, lots of secrets coming out. Again, remember this moon is going through the house of when I pick up on secrets. But yeah, anyway, don't know what the hell that's got to do with the moon and tarot, but they decided to put an orgy on the card. So feast your eyes on that. You can read into the message, or again, I don't, you know. Maybe there's just a whole lot of shit going on there. Do you know, like, well, there is a whole lot of shit going on there. But what that, I feel that could mean, it's like this could be twin flames that I've got. I feel this is people that have got a lot more healing to do because they're getting other people involved, clearly. My banter's going to be top notch with this, I can just tell. But it's like, being serious for a moment, right? It's like, secrets are like secret love, because it's like, it doesn't need to be that anything's been done about it, but it's that it feels like twin flames that are with other people. Actually, that's what that feels like when I'm thinking about that. Yeah, so it's like people that are with someone else. Yeah. Right, so Bridget has, oh no, I know, I was just joking. I thought you were gone too. I thought you'd be sleeping. We both know I am not the one for you. So again, it's like there's a long way. I'm only going to we'll pull 2 of these, right, to get more of a story. I feel this is people that I've got, they're not near union, because it's like 2 people are, you know, with, like, both people are with someone else, and you know, it's because they couldn't face that love. They couldn't face intensity. It doesn't mean never, but I hope that you can forgive me one day. And it's about it kind of, you know, it's like I'm seeing the bloody what do we call it again? I've never even seen all of that. La La Land. I'm seeing that kind of dynamic where that, yeah, it will be people that are always wondering how their life would have went if they hadn't went down that route. But I would feel that because of the huge mass spiritual awakening going on, and again, that, yeah, things will just happen in different people's lives for, you know, people to be free, because free ultra natty just came on. Yeah, when it's the right time. Yeah, so that's not the ones that I'm usually picking up on that are closer or something happening. Anyway, right, so could you handle that card? A cup. What, one of the women? I tell you what, there's somebody that is certainly not an A cup in one of these. That was the one I showed on the thing today. I was like, my God, like boobs in your face. Right, so there's some that are quite romantic, actually, I have to say. Like, oh, what have they been up to? You can tell. I think I might feel that one because I've just said it. But we're bringing the laughter into the collective. You're welcome. Listen, we're 4 hours deep, right? Not everyone's going to watch this. I'm in bed. Hey, listen, you don't need to be sharing. That's too much info, right? Like, listen, it's funny. Right, so I know it's because I asked if you were awake or asleep. At least you've crawled to your bed. I'm going to make something to eat and then I'm going to go to my bed. Right, so this is for another wave of twin flames. Is it going to be ones that are... Because again, when you take away from the distraction of what the people are doing on the moon card is about secrets. lies, deception. Well, not lie. Yeah, it can be, but it's about secrets. It's 12th house stuff. You know, it's about psychic stuff, psychic insights. It can be a bit eerie because it's silence. Again, that's why I spend a lot of time alone. But it's yeah, secrets. So it could be secrets coming out. Ah, it's a boring one. Oh, that's quite good though. Right, so 4 of Cups. And I pulled it reversed, right? This is a boring one. That's boring. We'll need to wait tomorrow for the racy ones. So there's nothing there's nothing exciting going on there. But basically, because I pulled it reverse, that oh wait a minute, I need the other ones to sort of tune into what I'm wanting, what I'm feeling they're saying that means. Right, I make up my own meanings for how I read tarot in general. And again, this is difficult because I need to sort of, it's like, am I going with the picture? Am I going the meaning of it? And I just go read it intuitively. What I'm feeling with that is when it's up it would be about like not seeing something that's right in front of you, the opportunity. And I'm kind of taking it because I pulled it in reverse. It's like in the past, you haven't seen the potential of something, but now you are. You speak to me through music, yeah, and I feel it's like the words and songs, like where it's a song that you like and the words are speaking to you, or again, like I've said, doesn't even need to be a song you like. Sometimes like someone will mention a song to me, or I'll see someone mention a song in the comments, or like what I'm doing now, someone will chat and be like, oh, I'll go and look it up and it'll be really meaningful. And I don't even like the song though, it's just the words that speak to me. So again, I feel this is happening to whoever this is resonating with, whether it's someone I'm channeling the message for now or your person. I wonder if you're happy without me, and it's sparking them to think, you know, I wonder if they're thinking about me like that. So again, it's like where someone wasn't seeing something before they are now. Anyway, right, so, and my nose is really itchy. Loved ones of spirit. Right, now I'm going to do, so, that one could be taken as something's happening soon. I think they're going easy on me because they know I'm getting embarrassed when it's Are we going to get one of the more juicier ones, or are you going to order people up to that are already sorting things out? that's like that's just like, you know, maybe that's none of our business. But let's ask. Right, so what have people got to look forward to? That's a good question. That's what, let's see. Right, this is a twin flame collective. The people they've got to look forward to because they're already doing it, and they're, you know, or this is what you've got to look forward to because it's on the horizon very soon. And it's this. Oh, yep. Yeah. Well, again, it's not that. This is boring. See, now because it's like, now because I know what oh my God. Yeah. I mean, well, I don't even know. That one's not that bad either. I mean, I don't understand why she's not got any clothes. Oh shit, they both haven't. Oh shit. I've just noticed that. I thought he did have okay, I see what they're doing now. All right, shit. Right, so stay away from this. This is what I mean. It just distracts me. I get distracted by the nakedness. I get, you know, annoyed when it's kind of, this is a boring one. And then it's like, I'm kind of like, what even card is this? And then I'm like so distracted by that point, I can't read the message. So this is why I'm going to have to spend a bit of time getting to I really have respect for people that can read these. Like some people just read these totally serious. Like fucking hell, am I just really immature? I don't know. Right, anyway. So I've pulled the 9 of Wands, right? So again, it's like you're coming to the end of something. The completion of something is near. Oh, and I did say this is like the end of people that are near that journey. And it's just, there's a lot of passion. And it actually looks like she's helping him with something, to be honest. I don't know, like, again, this is There's a man with a flame in the background. There's a gold. There's a lot of shit going on in this card. But yeah, it doesn't look too, it's kind of like when I said, and that's not really what the Nine of Wands is about, but I'm feeling, again, I'm more looking at the picture. It's like this person's been through a bit of a hard time, and it's like they're helped. So whether this is two women, two men, psychic detective, yeah. Whether this is two women, two men, whatever, a man, a woman, it looks like she's helping him with something. Well, that could be taken the wrong way as well. Right, so didn't mean it like that, but right, and this is the one that I thought he was dressed. I've just noticed he isn't. You can kind of see her bum, but that's not that. Passion. Again, this is about passion, right? So there's a lot of passion in this connection. And all of them, but some of them are a bit closer than. Yeah, we got the boring ones tonight, guys. So it's they're. See, there's a boring one again, the death card. I mean, fucking hell, she looks terrifying. Maybe I should just run through them all. There's another boring. No, they're being PG. What's going on there? And that's a romantic one. Boring. That's messages though. I think it was, nah, boring. I mean, it's all very love, but it was just boring. Right, anyway, so right, so to go with the whatever I just said there, give us a wee message. I know I was a distraction for your pain. Oh, fucking hell, that one again. You speak to me through music. I love you unconditionally. Same cards keep coming out. You came closer than anyone. I want to feel that way again. I hide behind material things. I'm afraid to contact you. Well, don't be afraid, because that person was helping the other one. Just saying. And then there was a lot of passion going on. Outside, I might add. Just being near you is intoxicating. Right, I'm going to start putting on the American voice. You speak to me if you use it. Right, anyway. Oh my good God, I am done. Take the lead. Well, I did take the lead, and now it's time for me to retreat to my bed. So everyone, I did keep my commitments. Trust the divine plan. Sleep well. The psychic detective is peace out. I'll see you tomorrow for the Mars. It's not just sex. It's because I read about love. That's what people are going to be interested in. It's about taking action. Mars. So Mars and Capricorn is like taking action with something that's long lasting. Work, business, taking action with anything and being committed to it. And that's quite funny, because actually there's a card that did say that. Did I show it? Yeah, keep your commitments. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow if I'm still doing that, if I've got the energy to do that, but that's when it moves into you're very welcome. That was fun. And I will use those cards, but like I say, I want to kind of not do probably I'll use them in the. I need to stop laughing at it. It's not funny. I mean, some of them are pretty funny, but leave it with me. Right, anyway. So sleep well. This is where I'm like, where do I find how to end it? Yeah, I'm away to eat. See you later. Like, comment, subscribe, please. I'm like, please, I'm begging you. Yeah, like it if you haven't liked it, please, because it helps it get out to people that might need it, and they'll be like, oh my God, a 4-hour video. I can't watch that. It's longer than 4 hours now. Or yeah, just comment anything after it ends, or like tomorrow or something, please, because that helps it get out there too. But anyway, I'm sure I'll catch